Guys, welcome to Kombat Africa Volume number 25. This is your host, CharlieWolf Gaming. This is the FGC Africa with the new and improved Kombat Africa series. It's a 8-man double elimination tournament with the grand finals being a first to 3. I'm CharlieWolf, as I mentioned before. Joining me on the mic this evening, none other than the King of the North, Lebo. How are you, sir? Okay, Lebo doesn't seem to be with us just yet, but we will get Lebo in as soon as possible. Guys, for now, just to have a look at the lineup, you can see it on screen right now. Let me just take it through while we are waiting for some of the guys to join us this evening. We've got Cheddar SA from South Africa. We've got none other than somebody that you've heard on the commentary desk many times on CharlieWolf Gaming as well as on FGC Africa. The Picasso of the FGC, Mr. Blindo, taking to the combat tonight to see if he can do as well as he does in combat as what he does on the commentary desk. We've also got Christian Clay, who's going to be starting in our first match this evening. We've got Black Star V1 all the way from Zimbabwe. We've got Big Boy CQ from South Africa. SNK Saitama unfortunately has had to pull out of the tournament, so we've got a replacement all the way, guys, from Senegal, Ezergat 0025.
Hey.
I see Lebo has joined us now as well.
Yes, sir. Good evening, and apologies to everyone out there tonight, and especially to you, Charlie. I am sorry about this.
No worries, it's all good. I'm just going through the lineup that the guys can expect tonight. We've got also from Senegal, somebody who goes by the name of Kung Mao from RMD.
Kung Mao,
you've obviously got more knowledge about this particular player than what I do, but from what I understand, Lebs, he's going to bring the heat tonight.
Yeah. Oh man, Charlie, we're in for one heck of a show tonight, and just like you said, he's going to bring the heat. Kung Mao, as the name already suggests, is a Kung Lao main. And he's also joined by one of the other competitors, I believe, that you already mentioned from Senegal as well, is Gat. And I believe they're from the same gaming group in Senegal, Charlie, RMD. So we're in for one heck of a show.
Okay, and then to wrap things off, guys, player number 8 is somebody that you probably know quite well. Black Kratos hailing from Zambia. This is going to be absolutely fantastic, Lebs. And, we've had a couple of issues with Kombat Africa in recent weeks. So let me just go through exactly what we've done in terms of administration to just make this a much more enjoyable experience for you guys, the audience. So first things first, guys, let me just drop the music volume a little bit here. Okay, so we basically instituted a couple of new rules, and Lebo, you've obviously known about this for some time. So firstly, no Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
If you want to participate in Kombat Africa, it's simple. Get yourself a LAN cable, and you will then have access to participate in the tournaments. Second requirement is that you need a NAT2 only connection. So NAT3, although we can connect to you guys at times, it does prove to be a little bit unstable. So we've just made the decision, NAT2, LAN cable, and you're good to go. The other thing, the other rule, guys, that you use not only for this week but every week on Kombat Africa to follow is that if for whatever reason you find yourself DQ'd, you will not be DQ'd to a lower bracket. If you are DQ'd, it basically means you're disqualified from the tournament. And guys, sometimes it's matters that are out of your control, so please don't take it personally, but we do just want to make sure that from an audience perspective, this runs as smoothly as possible. And as the guys have already found out this evening, you register on challenge.com, and an hour prior to the tournament commencing, all the guys are in fact required to sign in to show us, the admin, that they are in fact here, they're ready, they're waiting, and they want to combat.
No problem, Charlie. They're ready to go. And just like you said, Charlie, all these changes are all to, again, benefit the community, to make sure that you guys have a very experience for it. We're changing up the days, we're changing up the rules, and it's all just to bring you guys a certain level of quality. Charlie, looking at these cards over here, I mean, who's your favorite here to win? Who would you say?
You know, most of these guys are actually guys that I've never actually seen play before. if I think about it, I've never seen Big Boy CQ play before. I've seen Cheddar play maybe once. I've never seen any of the Senegalese competitors play before, so it's going to be very difficult. But based on those that I know, I would probably put my favorite would probably have to be somewhere between Blindo and Christian Clay.
Wow. Strong pick.
That's just
okay.
Based on it's a very ill-informed guess, but it's a guess nonetheless, and that's just a prediction. I've been wrong before, Lebo, and I'm sure I'll be wrong again.
Yeah.
But I think the only way to find out if I am going to be right or wrong is if we get these matches underway. We've already got Christian Clay waiting in the lobby, and just before I get into the actual action, Lebo, let me just show everybody what they can expect tonight.
Right.
So guys, this is your bracket. Christian Clay going up against Ezet Gat in the first match, followed by LSG going up against Blindo in match number 2. Yep. Match number 3, we've got Blackstar V1 going up against Kung Mao. I'm looking forward to that.
That's going to be good.
Match number 4, we've got Cheddar going up against Big Boy CQ.
Oh wow. These are all really, really good season cards tonight, Charlie. I can't I don't tell you this. I'm pretty pumped actually for them. I'm ready to see these matches go. I'm ready to see these custom variations. I'm ready to see what's broken. I'm ready to see the gimmicks from.
Well, it's just gonna be absolutely fantastic to see everything that's about to transpire tonight. Lebo, I have given you access to the challenge link as well.
Great, thank you so much.
Maybe just officially start the tournament. I believe there is somewhere on the challenge website that we can process check-in results. There we go. In fact, I'm on there right now. Gateway, bad gateway. Okay, let me just go back to the holding screen.
You can get in that message as well.
Bad gateway.
Get in that as well. Yeah, you can get in there.
Okay, but you know what, guys? If all else fails, we'll do it manually and just update as we go along. We are having a little bit of an issue with the challenge website. Okay, so let me get Ezergard in here, and then we can get the first match underway. Do you have him on PSN? If you can maybe just send that invitation, Lebo?
Yeah. Let me check him on PSN for you, Charlie. I'm sure we do. Oh. Should do. Alright. Let me pump that through. So I think you might have him on your PSN. He's not picking up.
Okay, let me just get him in here as well.
Yeah.
And then we can get our first match underway, guys. So, guys,
Absolutely.
Please join us in praying to the Elder Gods that we are not going to have any sort of connection issues this evening. We have a wonderful lineup planned for you guys. And with the help of the Elder Gods, I'm sure that this will be absolutely smooth and perfect.
So, do you want to send me an invite as well?
I suppose that would be a great idea.
Could help.
Okay, guys, we're just about to get.
Just about to get there, folks. And get this Monday Night Raw action.
Is it Uchiha Space Lebo?
Yes. Hyphen Lebo.
Hyphen.
Here we go. Yeah, it should pop up pretty soon. Not a lot of us. Very unique name.
Yep, there we go.
Yep.
Invite's on its way.
Awesome.
Okay, and I see Ezergard is in here as well. If you can just ask Christian Clay to hold off on going AFK until Lebo joins the Koth lobby. Okay, I see my connection with Ezergard is not looking too healthy, but let's hope it stays.
How's it looking, Charlie?
It's 234 millisecond ping.
Yeah.
So let's just see. Christian Clay on 83. So if the connection does prove to be unstable, unfortunately, we're going to have to award the victory in favor of Christian Clay. But let's not jump to conclusions. Let's wait until everything happens and the guys are in the lobby, and then we can go. Have you got the invite, Lebo?
I have indeed, sir. I am joining you right now.
Okay, as soon as you join, just make sure that you go AFK.
Will do, sir.
I think it might actually ask you to go straight into the match with Ezitgut.
Oh, right. I don't get mouthed by that guy.
Yeah, you see, it's asking you directly to go in. So maybe just exit the COTH for now, and I'll share my screen with you, Lebo.
Sure, no problem.
All right. Okay, guys, we're about to get our first match underway. Let me just have a look and see what's going on in the chat. I think all is going to be absolutely fantastic, probably in the next minute or so.
Yes.
So if you can just exit that.
Yes,
I'll
sir.
share my screen with you.
No problem.
And then Christian Clay, you can actually leave AFK now, and we can get the first match underway. So let me just share my screen there.
Thank you. Okay. Both from French countries. Oh, okay. Are you pulling it up? I see it.
Should have it soon.
Indeed, sir. Thank you so much.
Just see you. Okay, so Christian Clay, you can leave the COTH lobby. There might not be any sound on your side for now. But what I can do before I actually get into this live match is actually just send you another invite now.
I'm joining your old one, Charlie.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm going to join your old one right now, buddy. Oh, they're excited. I'm excited. It's going to be one heck of a sweet night. Charlie, these two, both from French countries, one from Congo, the other one from Senegal. And has Christian Clay left the game?
Well, I think what's happening is that because of the connection that he has with Ezitgut, it's just deciding who's going to...
I see. Pick and stay.
Yeah. So we might have to make a very unfortunate call fairly soon. We are going to try to get Christian Clay in here again.
Right. Yeah, if this doesn't work, we'll have to make a very cold call.
We are going to have to make a very cold call.
Yeah. Not one anyone enjoys, but this is the nature of it.
This is the nature of the beast, yeah. And we are obviously in Africa, and we seem to have quite a few... okay, it's going to ask you to go into a match with Ezitgut now. Fortunately, the audience is not seeing any of this, Lebo.
Okay. Yeah. So do you want me to just go through it, or do you want me to... And then...
Nah, I think just exit the COTH. We're going to get...
Okay,
in fact, just stand still until Christian Clay gets in.
Will do. Alright, let me exit now.
Once that match is underway, we can just see if we can get
it going.
Get over here!
Absolutely. Sure. I'm exiting. We'll get the guy back in. I do hope this does hold. This would be a classic match to watch as well. Really good one. There we go. Christian Clay on the way.
Christian Clay is in. Maybe you can try and join the COTH now.
Yeah, we'll join the one, absolutely. Okay. That's what I'm doing. And joining. On my way, Charlie. On my way, buddy.
Alright, let's see. I can officially start the tournament now on the challenge website.
Yes. Pop on the other website right now.
Yeah. Okay, so this is clearly not going to hold. So unfortunately, Lebo, we're going to have to make one of those very, very tough calls.
Absolutely.
And unfortunately, we are going to have to disqualify Ezitgut having the higher ping. And Christian Clay will then advance into the following round. So guys, we're going to update the bracket shortly and just keep you up to date with exactly what's happening. The challenge website is presenting a little bit of a problem for us tonight.
Yeah.
But we're going to try and get that as soon as possible. We're going to try to get that sorted.
One of those unfortunate calls, Charlie, like you said. No one wants to be in that position. But yeah, this is where we are. But hold on, folks. We still got a lot of great action ahead tonight that you don't want to miss. And we'll get that going for you guys in just a second. Alrighty.
Okay, we can maybe just ask Christian Clay to leave the coth, and what we're going to try to do
Yeah.
immediately is to get the next match underway, which is the match between Blindo and LSG. You've got both those guys on.
I do indeed.
Okay, so the moment Christian
Yeah.
Clay leaves,
Yeah. Christian Clay to leave. Oh, we got Izzo guy who came back in.
yeah,
We need to tell him that he needs to. Okay, Christian Clay's left. Get word out to RMD Izzo to also leave the car, please. Everybody, can you hear me out there, buddy? You might want to leave the cost. We've had to unfortunately DQ you, sir, due to connection and so forth. But yeah, if you could please kindly leave the cost. Oh, what a pity, because it looks like I'm connected to him fine too.
well, what I've actually spoken to Hamza about, who featured on last week's, is I'm going to try and feature an all Senegalese four-man tournament.
That'll
Just
be
to
good.
showcase the guys' talent, because clearly they're talented. We saw what Hamza did last week.
For sure.
And I think it's
Definitely.
only fair to these guys, even if it's just myself hosting the coth and having the rest of them from Senegal taking part in it. I think we owe it to the African community to show the talent that's out there.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more, Charlie. Couldn't agree with you more.
Lil Punchy.
And that'll be an amazing showcase. Because I know there's a lot of talent from West Africa, like a lot of talent. You put it between Izzo tonight because he's one of those, great players from Senegal. But at least, we have, Red Creek and Kung Mao though. So, that's a fantastic way to continue to showcase, their talent. And this fighting community is so big all across the continent. Every day we're getting new fighters coming in, which is so good to see.
If you can maybe just ask Izzard, I see your connection with Izzard actually holding up, but I mean, you've got a very strong
perfect.
connection on my side as well. If you can maybe just ask him to leave the coth, Lebo.
Yep. Izzo, if you could kindly leave the cost, in fact, I will message him in the group.
I, in fact, have already done that.
That's good. I'll message him directly. Oh, he was keen to play, Charlie.
No,
Whipping around his
clearly
big
keen to
gang.
play. So I think what I'm
Very
going to do,
good to
Lebo,
play.
is I'm actually going to just start a new coth. And
Okay.
then to get Blindo, yourself, Blindo, and his opponent, LSG.
Okay. No problem. Okay, so I've left the old cost, getting ready for the new one. I will invite these guys in. Let's see, and Blindo.
Okay, I'm sending you an invite now, Lebo.
Okay, great.
Okay. And then I think once you receive that and you join, we'll both go AFK, and then if you can just get the next competitors in, which I believe is Black Kratos 957 and
Correct.
Blindo.
Blindo, yes, that is correct. Black Kratos, as you've seen in history, Charlie, I remember you saying you hadn't seen a lot of these competitive. Jackie, slash Jack, Baines as well. He used to play Jack. KX and K9 as well. So it's more like a legacy character for him, the Briggs family. But Jackie is definitely more of his character though. I've known him to be playing Jackie for quite a long time now.
Yeah, the few times I've played him as well, Lebo,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
pulled out the Jackie.
Yeah.
And not a bad Jackie at all. In fact, it's
No.
a Jackie that can cause quite a few opponents quite a few problems, and
Yeah.
maybe Blindo is going to be on the receiving end of that.
Well-
But at the same time, Blindo has a wicked Shao Kahn.
Shao Kahn. Oh yeah, for sure. He does. And I had the honor of playing the Great Khan yesterday in a three-way cost with myself and Sheldable, and of course Lionel. And so we got a taste of things to come.
Okay,
If
so
I
if
can
you can
take
get
some
those, you can get those invites
Yes.
out.
Absolutely.
And hopefully we can get this first game underway. Unfortunately, guys, it's been a similar situation for the last 3 weeks of Kombat Africa, and this seems to have happened ever since the update has taken place. So I'm not sure if that is the reason why we are just having some serious connection issues, but we are trying to persevere through all of it to bring you guys some combat action. And hopefully this is going to be the time where it happens between Blindo and Black Kratos.
Absolutely. Alright, the invite has gone out, Charlie, so they should be getting that pretty soon. They can confirm with me. Alright, yeah, invite is sent. And to Black Kratos. Yeah, and Charlie, you're right. It's an issue that we can't really call, and ever since the update has come out, it's just been one thing after another, and every week we're trying to fine tune through it all just to make sure we can work through the kinks of the update.
Yeah, it's just been one of those unfortunate things, guys. But in typical Kombat Africa style, we will fight through it, and before long, we'll bring you seamless Mortal Kombat 11 action. 24 guys in the stream right now. Katlejo, Mainki, I see you. Brian Luke just confirming he's accepted the invite.
Yep. Black Kratos.
Sam, Tendo, Andy Otam, Cheddar, Jivan, Christian Clay. I see you guys all in chat, 24 of you. I see Blindo has entered the COT lobby.
Yes, he has indeed, sir.
I'm going to actually stop sharing my screen with you now, if that's fine. On Discord. I'm sure you didn't even realize that you're still able to see my screen on Discord. But I'm going to stop that now. You are in the COT.
Great. Excited. Thanks for this. I know Blindo's been doing push-ups and pull-ups in Shokan's Hammer all day today. Swinging it and getting ready, to give someone one big crazy brutality. Blindo, like you called it, is one of those underdog PlayStation 4 world, so he's kind of moved over from PC to PS, and this is his, I guess, first time experience in the PC4 stage, Charlie.
Yeah, I must be honest with you, he's been very excited to be part of the PS4 community. He's actually been, trying to target some of the monsters on PS4, because as you know, the stronger you play, you get stronger as you play stronger opponents. Guys, it looks like we've got a match. The ping looks good. We're about to bring you the first match of the evening. It's a bit late, but rather late than never, guys.
Absolutely.
Let's get this first game underway between Blindo and Black Kratos.
This is it, Charlie. I'm pumped. We're getting Shokan Jackie. That's what's happening here with their twisted variation. It's obvious that Jackie wasn't bad enough, but I can't wait to see what brokenness this man brings with his Jackie. And then you got Blindo, again, he's just translated from the PC world to PS4 world, eager to crush some of the giants. Well, he's facing one of them right now. Typical David and Goliath story tonight we have, Charlie.
Well, let's see if it's going to stay true to the story or if somebody is going to put a little twist in the tail. Well, guys, at last we've got our first match about to get started. We've got Blindo going up against Black Kratos. Remember, guys, this is a first to two. Combat League style, no time to adjust. You come out all guns blazing.
That's it. That is it. And here we go, Charlie. Back three. Knew it. Blindo, typical move. Go for the shoulder charge. LSG trying to ready those pressure springs. Jackie, the person you don't want, to have you start jailing you down, Charlie, or having to rush you down and give you no options to attack.
Well, you said pressure strings, and if I know Jackie as a character, every string that she does is a pressure string. But right now, it seems like Blind is bringing the pressure here. 371.
Oh, wow.
Damage in the corner. Back three, back three, back three, back four. And that's the round. Wow, that was as simple as that.
Just saying, hey, Charlie, and before I knew it, that's it. The round was done.
No flawless block coming through there. Back threes again. Standing 4 into the annihilation. 359 damage. Shao Kahn hits like an absolute truck. That is a double low there. Black Kratos is clearly not aware of the match, and he looks like he's having a bit of trouble here in this corner here, doesn't he?
It does, Charlie. Kind of, Shao Kahn's forward 3, 4, Charlie. You could have blown that up. Fatal, flawless block out of that, and again, just suffocating under Billion's strings in the corner. Had no options, no answers, and Billion looking very, very good. It could be nerves, Charlie. It could be nerves.
It could be nerves, or it could just be a case of not expecting what the Shao Kahn brought to this first match. I
Absolutely.
mean, normally with Shao Kahn, he relies on his damage output really to really inflict pain onto his opponent, and I mean, Blindo did that to perfection. And at this point in time, it looks like Black Kratos doesn't have any sort of answer for Blindo, but the answer might be in what you mentioned a bit earlier, Lebo, and that is a potential Jack's pick. He goes straight to Jackie.
Come back, Jackie.
Well, guys in chat here obviously rooting for the PC boys. Lebo, I'm hearing a little bit of interference coming from your mic, so there's times where I can hear you perfectly and there's times where you just completely disappear, so I don't even know if I'm talking over you. But you are seeming to be here and
swallowed.
certainly not.
Oh no. Yeah, fish in the water. Back in again.
Okay, so match number 2 here between Shao Kahn and Black Kratos. Flawless breaks. Let's see if he's going to get some flawless blocks on the forward 3-4 strings and some of the other strings that Shao Kahn possesses with clear flawless block gaps, which unfortunately at this point of the match, Black Kratos hasn't taken any advantage of.
No, not at all, and not yet. And again, that's costing him the game, Charlie. As you can see, Blindo having perfect control and keeping him nice and tight in the corner. And you know what? That's the best place where you want to keep Jackie, in the corner with no options and no way out. But looks like Black Kratos could flip this around, Charlie.
Well, it's very difficult to see that happening at this point. But this is Jackie we're talking about here. I see he's got those flawless block timing there. He's got the cancels going as well. So maybe that's the opening he needed to just establish a bit of momentum here. Double low connects this time, and Jackie on life support forward 4 closes it out. And Blindo suddenly on match point.
And looking really good as well, Charlie. Great form.
Looking very clean.
The forward 2 could have had options. But he telegraphed that move from like a mile away. Double O. He's blowing up. He's so blind was looking for Charlie.
Great back movement there from Jackie and forces the air escape there from Blindo. Starting to create a bit of openings here as Jackie, and double O. He manages to block it this time. No meter to extend that combo, but he's got a fairly decent life lead. Is he going to be able to capitalize on this right now? Down 1 just to check.
Stupid that comeback, Charlie. He's got life alert.
This might be a fatal blow here, and it is, and that's the game. That's the skirt.
Then, sir, thank you for coming to Mortal Kombat. Not in my Coliseum. Not in my Coliseum. So walks away with his big boss hammer.
Shao Kahn obviously looking very upset that his Coliseum has been claimed by Total Kahn.
Total Kahn.
And taking it out on Jackie.
Yeah, and pretty badly too.
Well,
impressive performance.
That was a typical boss battle performance there by Blindo, and very quickly but pushing Black Kratos down to the loser side of the bracket. So I believe that Blindo is not having any issues updating the scores on. In fact, let me just see if I'm able to do that.
Sure.
I'm able to do it right now, in fact.
I'll get the next 2 guys in.
So the next 2 guys is in fact Sasori V1 and Kung Mao.
Ooh, this is a match I'm excited for. Sasori, I believe, all the way from Zimbabwe. In fact, I know. And he's a Kitana main, from what I remember. And then you've got Kung Mao, who's all in the name, like I said, sir, all about Kung Lao. So this could be a high octane match, Charlie.
Well, while you're trying to get the next match underway, guys, if you can just make sure that you guys have both left the Koth lobby. You guys have both left the Koth lobby. That's perfect. Black Kratos, you are not out of the tournament just yet. Blindo has obviously advanced to the next round of winner's side. You are obviously moving down to the loser side of the bracket. We'll wait to see who your opponent is going to be. Your opponent was going to be Ezet Gut, but he's unfortunately been DQ'd from the tournament. So you already advanced to the following round of the losers bracket. We're just going to wait to see who your opponent is going to be. But for now, guys, we are going to get the next match underway. The match between Blackstar V1 and RMD's Kung Mao from Senegal. Coming up shortly.
Yeah.
Tendo in chat just saying, you know what, us PC guys, we actually not bad at this game. And Blindo actually proving the point, taking it very convincingly over Black Kratos to advance into the next round of the winner's side.
Sorry, that's a statement or what? Because that came really quick. And he came against one of our favorites, one of our PS4 community favorites for sure. And he went 2-0 rounds, both rounds. He didn't spare Black Kratos a single round. He just came, conquered, and he left. Impressive performance.
Absolutely impressive. Absolutely impressive. And I'm sure Blindo's feeling really good about himself. Blindo, guys, if you guys do not know, he's actually part of the Kombat Africa admin team. He's the guy responsible for all the holding screens that you guys see, including the one you're seeing right now with the Lena showcasing Kombat Africa Volume 25. Blood, sweat, and GG's.
Ooh, I love it.
Gotta love it. We see Kung Mao unfortunately already showing a ping of 250 milliseconds. So let's see what his connection is going to be like as he faces up against Blackstar V1. We're still waiting to appear in the Koth lobby. Yeah. But as soon as he does that,
invites have gone out to him, so you're just waiting on him. So as soon as he gets in, yeah, let's get this match on the way. Hopefully it does hold. The ping though is a bit high,
but who knows? Exceptionally high, but you know we've seen it before.
Yeah, this is true.
Where pings of 100 seem to have all sorts of issues, and pings of 250 is perfectly fine. So let's just hope and pray to the Elder Gods that that is in fact.
Okay.
It's gone up now as I speak, and it could very well be the reason why Sasori is unable to enter the lobby. But let's just see.
Sasori, we see. Going. I think that's a bit scary. But you know what? He connected fine with me though. So let's hope that his connection is just as strong.
Well, let's just hope so. Sasori has got the invitation. We're just waiting for him to join. Sasori, if you can please join as soon as possible. We're trying to make this matches run as seamlessly as possible.
Correct.
You have checked in, so we're not going to accommodate waiting for you. If you are there, if you have accepted the invite or have received the invite, please accept and get into your match as soon as possible. I see a message coming through from the Kombat Africa group. Unfortunately, that's not going to be tolerated. Please accept the invitation so that we can get this match underway in the interest of audience and their experience. Jesse Soko, I see you in chat. Parasurama. Imagine Shao scared of Jackie.
He put the fear and rumors of Jackie being, you know, a very, you know, overwhelming OG character away tonight, Charlie. I think he showed us how it's done. I think he showed us how he handled Jackie. That's what he did in that last fight.
I think so too, and I think, you know, if Shao Kahn is scared of Jackie, he probably just told his Hammer, listen Hammer, you do all the work. And I mean, as the round started, we saw with Lebo, immediately starting off with the big hammer blow. Sasori is in. Let's hope and pray that the match holds up.
Absolutely. Things jumping, but should be able to hold. 3-2 with Sasori. Yeah, that looks good. Here we go.
We've got Kung Mao, and we've got
V1. But it looks like it's holding.
So far, so good.
Do we thank our lucky stars now, or do we just continue to hold our breath?
Let's just hold on. We've thanked our lucky stars before, and to no avail.
This is true. This is true.
Nancy Ninja.
Black Star
Something
V1 going up against
Number 2 Shaolin.
Wow.
Monsieur Cow. Mr. Katana Khan. This is looking scary good already. I'm pumped. Like I said, Charlie, this is a high octane match. I love Kung Lao. I'm all about Kung Lao. And Katana, again, a character with a lot of jading ability. Great zoning tools as well. So this is going to be one for the ages for sure.
Brian Luke in chat actually asking a very interesting question there. Asking Andy O'Tam. Guys, if you don't know Andy O'Tam, one of our FGC Africa community members. He has a YouTube channel. He has surpassed 1,000 subscribers. And an absolute god when it comes to Kotal Khan. Gameplay and knowledge. If you haven't checked him out yet, please check him out, guys. Andy O-Tam, T-A-M.
Round 1.
But guys, enough of that for now. We've got the match on screen. Kung Mao going up against Black Star V1.
Kung Mao is actually got a custom variation that I've also got as well. As it's the spiritual guidance and the Z had together. The combo damage and the output for that is ridiculous. I'm about to show you right now. In the corner, boom, let's go. Oh, okay, Sasabulu trickery. Want to go for the setup instead. And that's given, Sasori V1 an opportunity to push Kung Mao out of the corner. But Charlie, as he was speaking, look at where the lifeline is already. Just from the start of the game. And that's Kung Lao. Hits like an absolute truck. Lifts him up. He's on life alert. Only a master at this point. Can he do it? Can he bring it back? Does he have the juice?
Coming there, and he's going to straight into the up 3, and that's the first round. So Katana will be feeling a little bit hard done that because she used the crushing blow trying to get the life deficit reduced, but unfortunately unable to close that first round out, and Kung Mao with the first round.
Absolutely. And he was mounting a very interesting offensive. Comeback, Charlie, and he was just at the cusp of it. And I think he was he was floating his trigger around the fatal blow, and just that up 3 beat him.
Well, on a few occasions we see Sasori, aka Black Star V1, not punishing optimally there, and that looked like it might cost him at the end of this round. There's been about 3 punishment opportunities that have unfortunately not been capitalized on, but he does manage to get the back 1-4-2. If I'm not mistaken.
Goes to the 2-2 and gets punished as the third rolls through. It looks like Charlie, he's about to drag him over. Oh, nope. Gonna say right into the corner where he wants him. But yeah, looks like, Sasori, trying to, looks like he's gonna grab this on back again, trying to use my words here.
This might be problematic, and he's going to close it out with the fatal blow. That is Kung Mao, so takes the first game here, Lebo, and what do you think? Do you think this was a one-way street, or do you think it was fairly close? It could have gone either way.
To be honest with you, I think Sasori was in full control of that, and in the first round, it's weird to say because it was one-way street for like the first 30 seconds, and Sasori was mounting an impressive comeback, and it went the other way. So I got to say, this could dip either way, but Sasori's comeback factor makes me want to think that he may have that edge over, and now it's become a psychological game, Charlie.
Well, you spoke about extreme nerves in the first game, or in the previous game rather, and I think we might have seen a bit of that come through from Black Star as well. 3 punishment opportunities that unfortunately weren't capitalized on, and as Brian has said here in the comments on stream, lots of damage has been left on the table there. But Sasori, my very first engagement with him, he actually told me that he is a Devourer main and not a Kitana main. So I'm obviously quite pumped to see this particular match because, as you know, Lebo, bit of a Devourer enthusiast myself.
Absolutely.
And
Charlie, I think Sasori was also on your channel as well before with Devourer, sharing his love out when he's competing.
I think it might have been on a previous episode of Kombat Africa, but definitely has featured on one of the streams before. 100% there, Lebo.
for sure. And I can't wait to see what this Devora brings. So Charlie, talk me through this Devora variation. Has he got the custom effect I didn't get to see, or was just the standard tournament one?
I haven't actually taken note of but he does definitely have the Widow's Kiss. So let's just see what else he's got in. Most custom Devoras go for the Widow's Kiss, which is actually a 2-slot special move, followed by the Slipsetera, I think it is, which is the eggs which you find in variation 1 of Devora. But I'm not too sure exactly what Sasori has equipped, as you suffer the name of the variation. But no, at this point in time, it doesn't look like Kung Mao is actually phased by whatever moveset Sasori has equipped himself with, because looking quite dominant here and find himself in a match point situation, down 2 there by Devora.
Absolutely. Looking over there. Oh, and Charlie, you left some damage again there. That is a crushing blow had he gone through the entire combo. But Sasori going in for the teleport. That whiffs. Kung Mao.
Great timing there on spiritual guidance.
Absolutely. Goes for 2 down 1.
Crushing blow. Oh, what was he trying there? Down 3, which just didn't work there, and just like that, as you kind of suggested before the match started, Kung Mao might make light work of some of the opponents that he might be facing tonight, and so far it looks exactly that way.
You know what? Intensely quick. That was fast. Not to say that Sasori was a good Charlie, as we saw it. Charlie's going to win. He's going to W. He's kind of going to those cobwebs out, and I think you're going to see a more settled Kung Mao in the next one. So sorry again, not a bad for you. There's still plenty of time for you to mount a comeback.
Well, Sasori going down to the loser side of the bracket. Kung Mao going to the round 2 of the winner side, where he's going to face the winner of the next match, Lebo, which is the match between Cheddar SA and Big Boy CQ. I'm not sure if you've got them in your friends list.
I've got Cheddar. I don't have Big Boy.
Okay, I've got Big Boy, so let me get Big Boy in here. Okay. As soon as Sasori leaves the Koth lobby. So just before we get those invites sent out, Sasori, if you can please leave the Koth lobby. This is in fact a 1st to 2.
Yes, sir. Thank you for that performance, for your Katana and for your Devora. But you're not yet out of the game, sir. We'll see you in losers. Any minute now.
Okay, let's just
Cheddar
him as well.
Big Boy. Okay. Have you played Big Boy?
I have not. I have not. Neither have I played Cheddar, so this is going to be quite an interesting match, because 2 unknown entities as far as I'm concerned. And what better way to have a match where you actually don't know what to expect?
Absolutely. I think Cheddar, okay, here we go. I think Cheddar is under the tutelage of Panda Bear, Charlie, and I think he's a Johnny Cage main, if I'm correct. So that's who he, that's who he made. I'm not sure the character, but I believe Johnny Cage is actually his main character at the moment. I believe we have a Cetron, as I mentioned, is a Panda Bear is under Panda Bear's tutelage, and so he might have a Cetron as well.
Well, anybody that's under Panda Bear's tutelage is probably going to put on quite the show, because we've all know and seen Panda Bear. We know what he's able to do. He plays Johnny Cage as well, albeit not necessarily one of his mains. But yeah, that is okay. I'm not seeing Cheddar on my friends list, which is quite interesting. Cheddar ZA.
I've got Cheddar.
Have you got Cheddar?
I got him. I invited him right now.
You can please invite him.
I just invited Cheddar.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. I've got Big Boy. I've just sent him an invitation now. Okay, guys. So far so good for Kombat Africa Volume number 25. Just to take you through what has happened so far. Unfortunately, Ezetgat from Senegal DQ'd due to connection issues. So Christian Clay advancing to round 2 winner side, where he's going to face Blindo due to his victory over LSG. Very impressive victory, by the way. We've just seen Kung Mao going up against Sasori V1, aka Black Star V1. Kung Mao with a very impressive looking Kung Lao taking that by 2-0. And now match number 4 of round number 1. We've got Cheddar going up against Big Boy CQ, Charlie Quint.
Never heard of Big Boy CQ. This is very interesting. I'm always keen to see though new fighters that come up, especially on this platform, Charlie. You know, fighters who are not afraid to take a chance and say, you know what, I like to be on stream. I may not be well known, but you know, let me show you what I got. So I'm very, very excited to see what this big boy brings to the table. Then,
okay, and both of them are in the lobby. Let's get match number 4 underway.
Could be a game. So yeah, ultimate. The custom variations of what players bring into their characters to fine tune them. You know, sometimes you go back to the custom screen. Is that one thing you wish that you had, but now you've got it in these variations, Charlie, and hopefully we can see, you know, a more, I guess, customized gameplay.
Well, this is going to be, I mean, we're going back all the way to Mortal Kombat 1 now with this matchup between two of the OGs. Mr. Forward 4. Mr. Forward 4 going up against
two. Big city.
One of my mains in MKX days in Sub-Zero.
Really?
Yeah, no, I was a big fan of Sub-Zero in MKX days. Don't like his design in MK11, but I appreciate a good Sub-Zero player. And let's see if Big Boy is actually one of them.
Absolutely. And so far, going with a little projectile exchange, zoning, Kung Lao. I mean, Liu Kang was obviously very proficient in that and keeping his opponent away. But Sub-Zero with Mid City all over. You never know if he's going low or high on this one, Charlie. And that's, you know, some of the trouble the players had to complain earlier on about, you know, Sub-Zero and his mixology. Liu Kang with the crazy mids, trying to keep Sub-Zero suffocated in the corner, Charlie.
Well, I'm quite interested to see what Big Boy's variation name is, because I can only assume it's an acronym.
Isn't it? I am.
And I don't know what IY is, but I got a fairly good idea as to what MSP stands for, especially considering it's from Cape Town. But I could be wrong.
Okay. Do we want to know? The most important question, Charlie. Do we want to know?
Well, this is not a family show. This is a game of 2 to 18, and cashes out with a fatal blow. I'm not sure that was the wisest decision there. Gets the round, but I'm sure that the combo would have done the trick there. So maybe a decision that might come back to haunt Big Boy CQ, but it does have the first round. Lebo, what's your thoughts?
Yep. You want to achieve a little bit of time to worry about that. You know, he had him frozen, he had it where he wanted. Not too much that, you know, Cheddar could have done in that situation. Definitely the fatal blow was definitely questionable in there. You know, these times when you fatal blow to get this out. Goes down for the slides. City, population U.
Oh, bicycle kick, oh, dragon kick. So Cheddar taking a bit of risk here, and I think having already lost the first round here, Lebo. Not sure if that's the wisest thing for Cheddar to be doing. Ooh, he might get opened up here with the air freeze. Nope, he's still on life support. He's frozen, and he gets slit. And Big Boy CQ taking that first game over Cheddar.
Moments, I gotta say, Charlie, from Cheddar, like you said, you know, raw bicycle kick cashed out, went for the very, very punishable zip kick, which has got, you know, 200 billion recovery frames, and, you know, it just made the win for the whole sometimes occasion, Charlie didn't. Big Boy came out very composed, very cold, very chilled, and I managed to take the game.
So it's in fact Cheddar who's got 0 and Big Boy who's got his name on the board. He's taken the first game.
Chosen dude.
Sticking to Liu Kang by the looks of it.
Absolutely. Liu Kang, you can't really go wrong. You know, if you lose a match with Liu Kang, I mean, it's probably just your nerves, you're unsettled. or your opponent is ridiculously good. But I don't blame Cheddar on this one. I really don't. I think in this instance, the best way to go is straight back to Liu Kang, and it's on his card, Charlie. So I think this is his name.
Okay, I see there's some comments there in the chat, Lebo, regarding your microphone. Somebody's saying in chat that your mic is having a stroke.
Oh my god. Okay.
But right
Let me change it up. Hold on.
We've got Cheddar looking to capitalize on taking that first game in this first two environment here. Big Boy CQ with the Sub-Zero pick. And they would audio in chat saying that Cheddar nicely got IYMSP. Cheddar continuing to take a bit of punishment here from the Sub-Zero, going for these raw dragon kicks, which unfortunately is not working at all. Big Boy CQ aware of exactly what to expect, and Big Boy CQ finds himself on match point now. Neutral has been reset here. Liu Kang trying to just maintain a bit of distance now, trying to do some work with the fireballs. Cheddar obviously needs to be aware that Big Boy CQ has access to the deep freeze special move. Does eat away projectiles, and unfortunately because of the timing they're only able to punish with the slide. Oh, but manages a decent punish there, 1-2 into the deep freeze. 283 damage combo. And Big Boy CQ looking to close out this match, and does so in double quick time there. Lebo, I believe you are back.
Indeed, but did you see that? Charlie. Oh my gosh.
Okay, Lebo, I'm not sure exactly what you did with the microphones, but unfortunately it seems like it actually sounds worse than what it did previously, at least from my side.
Okay, let me
so
try one more.
A bit of difficulty hearing you, but what you might have missed is a very quick 2-0 in favor of Big Boy CQ.
Oh, no.
Okay guys, so that's your first round of matches that have been...
I saw the match.
Okay, that's perfect. And the first round has basically been concluded now. Christian Clay going up against Ezzetgat. Ezzetgat being disqualified due to connectivity issues. 2-0 in favor of Christian Clay. Lino going up against LSG in match number 2, taking it 2-0. Kung Mao going up against Black Star, also taking it 2-0. And then just recently we've seen Big Boy CQ going up against Cheddar SA. Big Boy taking it by 2-0. So 2-0 seems to be the pick of the scores really. So Cheddar, you can actually make your way back into the Koth right now. In fact, we'll send invitations out because we're going into match number 6. And just to show the guys in chat what I'm referring to, Ezzetgat obviously moving down to losers due to his disconnection. As we said before the tournament started, guys, a DQ is a DQ. So unfortunately, he's been DQ'd against LSG. LSG advancing to losers round number 2. Match number 6 about to take place right now. Sasori, aka Black Star V1, going up against Cheddar SA. So if you can please invite those two guys back into the top lobby, Lebo, we can then get match number 6 underway.
No problem, so working on that and on this night. But yeah, I am bringing them in right now into the top lobby. Cheddar should have gotten here.
In fact, while you're there, let me just invite Cheddar into my PSN group as well.
Yeah. Okay, so sorry V1.
Is it Cheddar _ SA?
should be. I think it was Cheddar hyphen.
No, it's
Saying
underscore.
underscore. Okay.
Just invite him as a friend as well.
Sure.
Okay guys, so far Kombat Africa volume number 25 seems to be going a little bit better than volume 24 and 23 did. And we've already finished our first round of the winner side. We are now into the first round of losers. LSG obviously getting the bye over Ezzetgat of Senegal. We've now got Cheddar SA going up against Black Star V1.
But they've gone out, Charlie, so I'm just waiting for them to come in. And they can let us know they've received those invites. Okay, we got Cheddar.
Cheddar's back in.
Yep. So wait, Sasori, who I'm sure is very, very anxious, Charlie, to get back up there after that loss from Kung Mao. Pretty sure Sasori is feeling some type of way. Cheddar, who's just come off the game with Big Boy.
Big Boy, now if you are into some
I know both these guys.
OG style, if you can tell me who Big Boy is, Big Boy,
Blueberry.
I'll give you a free first to three.
Should I tell the Charlie? I know who it is.
Okay, Lebo, unfortunately the guys in chat are still complaining a bit about your microphone. So guys, we do apologize for that. We are going to try to sort that out as soon as possible. Okay, so we've got Cheddar going up against Black Star V1.
Round one. Fight.
Okay guys, so Kitana rather. Kitana starting to bring a little bit of pressure here to this Liu Kang. Sasori obviously mentioning in chat there that he wasn't ready for the first match. He's back now and hopefully he's going to put on a slightly better performance than what he did against Kung Mao. So far looking good for Sasori V1. Kitana Khan, the variation, going up against the Cheese Warrior by Cheddar SA. Trying that 34 there from Liu Kang. Just misses Kitana, but Kitana still having a fairly decent life lead in this first round. Cyborg Jones in chat, welcome guys. Kitana closes out this first round. Mr. Sol, I see you guys. Arcadis, Donovan Murugan, AK Slay, I see you all in chat, welcome. This is round number 2 of the first round of the loser side of the bracket. Unfortunately, the game between LSG and Ezzetgat has been gone in favor of LSG due to a DQ. But this first round of the loser side of the bracket still underway here between Black Star V1 and Cheddar SA. Black Star taking that first round. Goes for the fatal blow here, which I think he's probably just trying to reduce that life lead that Cheddar has at this point in time. He's still going to have a bit of a life lead, but okay, unfortunately, Brian, look, this is, according to the Mortal Kombat setting, the lowest that the life pass can actually go. Unfortunately, due to technology, I'm able to lift up the overlay. So guys, apologies for that for now. We are back in this and ooh, that doesn't look too good. Okay, we'll sort that out now, guys. No crushing blow there, it's one round apiece. This is a tense end to this first game here. Sasori trying to close it out with some fans now. Has to be aware of that clipboard. And he manages to close it out with the jumping 3. Dishes out a teabag for good measure. And ends off in no friendship, a fatality. Okay, so Black Star V1 taking that first game.
Fatality. Kitana wins.
Okay, so Black Star V1 has taken the lead now against Cheddar SA. So Black Star V1 in a 1-0 lead. This is, as you know guys, or if you don't know, you should know now, a first to 2 environment. The only first to 3 will be in the grand finals, but for now we still got a while to go before we get there. Black Star leading Cheddar by 1 game to 0. And are we going to see a change in character here by Cheddar? Sasori, Black Star, if you are listening, please do be aware that this is in fact tournament setting, so you are required to take the same variation as before.
Sea of blood.
Okay, match number 2 underway. Black Star 1, Cheddar 0, Kitana Khan versus Liu Kang. Bit of lovers quarrel going on over here. So far so good for Kitana. Liu Kang might be sleeping on the couch tonight here guys. But let's see, they are choosing to settle their quarrel in typical combat fashion. Right now the forward walk next from Liu Kang. Decent corner carry combo, 245, but the wake up by Sasori V1. Backward grab there. Are you trying? Okay guys, we are going to try to get Lebo in here as soon as possible. Crushing blow, backward grab there by Cheddar. And is he going to be able to close out this particular match? Forward grab, and is this going to do it? I think it might just, no, he's got 11 life points left, and I think, and he does exactly that. Cheddar closes out the first round of game number 2 over Sasori V1. Amplified fans, attempted teleport there by Liu Kang fails. Kitana establishing a bit of a mix-up here. Going for the overhead this time, Cheddar away. Short up, but unfortunately doesn't capitalize on that. Okay, it's going to be a decent looking combo here from Kitana. Only 253 damage, but I'm sure she'll take that. All-time teleport there by Liu Kang. Ooh! Wake up, roll into the fatal bow. And again, Cheddar is not going to be in any sort of life lead right now, but he is going to at least be a bit closer to closing out this round number 2. And unfortunately, I think his control might have disconnected there, and if that is the case, unfortunately, Sasori, well within his right to just close off. Cheddar's back. 1 round apiece in game number 2. Black Star having taken the first game, but Cheddar establishing a fair life lead here. Has Kitana in the corner. Okay, wake up there by Sasori V1. Lands the crushing blow. Bit of dot damage over here. Not the biggest damaging crushing blow. Only 160 damage. But probably has another 90 life points lost there. And great stagger pressure there by Liu Kang, and Cheddar doing a little cheese up there, and eventually throwing it at 1 game apiece now. Now guys, for those of you who don't know or didn't realize, this is actually the first game in Kombat Africa Volume 25 that has actually gone to both players being on the score sheet. Every other game prior to this has gone 2-0 in favor of the victor obviously. But as things stand right now, this game is tied at 1 round apiece, or at 1 game apiece. So I'm sure the guys will be feeling a little bit of extra pressure here, because whoever closes out this particular match is the winner of the set. Whoever loses, unfortunately, is going to have to say goodbye to Kombat Africa Volume 25, as he is officially going to be eliminated. So Panda obviously rooting for Cheddar. Guys, let's hear in chat, who are you backing to take this particular match? The first match has actually been drawn level, one game apiece rather. See a couple of guys rooting for Cheddar. Panda, as your student, I'm sure you are probably in Cheddar's ear right now, telling me exactly what it is that he needs to do. Okay, so Sasori has gone for Joe Chill. Now, for those of you who understand the DC universe, there's actually a couple of editions of the Batman comics where it's in fact the Joker killed Bruce Wayne's parents. And if you also know a bit of Batman lore, you will know that the person who actually killed Batman's parents is a guy who goes by the name of none other than Joe Chill. So, interesting variation choice. But right now, Cheddar just, unfortunately, little damage buff and the fatal blow both not timed very well, and that might cost Cheddar, and does. Cheddar, let's flick and go. Strife Heart, ZA. Stick on met die mes. Katlego, that DJ came back to haunt him. Well, let's see. The game is not over just yet. Okay, guys, this game could go either way right now. No gunshots there by Sasori. That might have been an input error there. Again tries the fatal blow, but gets interrupted, and this Joe Chill looks to be putting in all the work. A couple of down one mashes there by Cheddar, trying to get back into this match. He's on life support right now. And he just does exactly what he needed to do. Puppet parries, and he dishes out a brutality in typical Joker style. Guys, that was a fantastic match there between Black Star and Cheddar. Unfortunately, we're going to have to say goodnight to Cheddar. Black Star advances into the next round of the loser side. Let's just see if the scores have been updated. Black Star taking that by 2-1 over Cheddar. Good night to Cheddar, and Black Star is going to be facing. Let's just see what's happening here. Okay, Cheddar SA, if I can ask you to please leave the Koth as well. Okay guys, so that is round 1 of losers out of the way. If I can just ask Cheddar to please leave the Koth lobby as soon as possible, so that we can get the next match underway. The next match, guys, is going to be the winner side round 2 match between Christian Clay and Blind O. So guys, as soon as Cheddar has left the Koth, Cheddar's left the Koth now, we are going to get Blindo and Christian Clay into the Koth lobby, so that we can get this next match underway. It's 8:42, guys. Thank you for joining us. We've got Brian Luke as well as Christian Clay about to go down. Invites have been sent out, guys. So far so good for Kombat Africa Volume 25. Let's let you in on the bracket. That's what the bracket's looking right now. We in match number 7. Christian Clay going up against Blindo, followed by Kung Mao and Big Boy CQ. Then we'll move straight into the loser side, round number 2, where the loser of this following match is going to be facing Sosori V1, and the loser of the match between Kung Mao and Big Boy CQ is going to face LSG, waiting in match number 10. So guys, let's just wait for the guys to join us. We've got Blindo going up against Christian Clay. Blindo's in the COT lobby.
Hey Charlie, is this any better?
So far so good. Lebo is back. Sounds crisp.
Does it sound crisp? Great. I'm happy to hear that.
Sounds so much better, and it also sounds much better me not being here on my own. We are in match.
Sorry about that, Charlie. I saw you kind of rock the last 3 games, and they were absolutely amazing, Charlie. And I saw that Rob right towards the end with Sasori, with that Joker pick, which, to be honest, I've never seen Sasori play Joker before.
Well, from what we've seen, he's definitely capable of playing Joker, so much so he eliminated Cheddar from the tournament, and he advances to the next round. We're just waiting for...
We've got
Brian in the chat right now. We're just waiting for Christian Clay to join us.
Lovely.
You can hear us. We're just waiting for you, Christian Clay.
After what I saw with Blindo, I can't wait to see how this match is going to go, Charlie. You know, you've seen Blindo at the moment. I believe you've already played as well Christian Clay before, Charlie. Which way do you think this is going to go?
You know, Christian Clay is a very accomplished player, as is Blindo, so I'm straight down the middle on this one. It's very difficult to call. I've seen Christian Clay make it so far in the Elimination Chamber, which was a tournament that happened about a month back. Performed really well. And it's going to be very difficult to call. But, you know, based on the last match, Blindo's obviously warmed up. So he's going to feel confident going into this. And probably more confident as more time goes, because we're still waiting for Christian Clay to join us.
This is true. He's got his big hammer waiting in the wings. He's ready to swing it, you know, and bring the pain and bring the heat. You know, tonight's Monday Night Raw action, Charlie. And, you know, Christian Clay, as you mentioned, as you know correctly called, that, you know, Blindo's already warmed up, so he's got that advantage playing in as well psychologically into this. And, you know, and Christian Clay, he's going to be, tasting his first bit of combat tonight.
Okay, we just got feedback in the chat there saying your mic is just a bit too loud now, which is probably not a bad thing.
Okay.
maybe just lower. I see Christian Clay in chat saying he is joining. So we're about to get this match underway, guys. I am going to try to make some minor adjustments to the overlay. That will happen during the character select screen. So let's just wait for Christian Clay to come in and join us.
Charlie, I dropped the volume on my mic. Oops, okay. Is this, just doing this, is this any better?
I think you might just need to drop it in.
Oh, sound settings? Yeah, I got it.
Zing in chat saying Lebo using those $10 headset from Bree or MTN.
No. I knew the hate train would come sometime soon. I just wasn't sure how quickly. Now I know.
Okay, we're waiting for Christian Clay to join. Guys, you might all be surprised because Kombat Africa is taking place on a Monday. We've obviously noticed over the last couple of weeks that every time there seems to be an update released by NetherRealm, it's released on a Tuesday night, basically just throwing out all our plans, and we've just made a very, very quick decision. Let's just move it to Monday. I will resend an invite to Christian Clay right now.
Okay.
Let's just move it to Monday, and you know, if there are invites, it will happen to Tuesday, which means that everybody has taken part in Kombat Africa. So it just seemed like the sensible thing to do, and I think going forward is going to stay on a Monday night. Don't forget, guys, on Thursday night, CharlieWolf Gaming will continue to stream. More details will be made available on the socials and the WhatsApps, etc.
Absolutely. Charlie, I've dropped the levels again. Is this any better?
It always sounded fine from my side. Let's just hear from the
chat.
I got.
Hey, chat, let me know. How do I sound at the moment? Am I screaming in your ear? Or is my audible chocolate just enough for you to understand me tonight? problems? Yeah, looks so far so good then, Charlie. I think we're good to go.
Okay, we'll be even better to go as soon as Christian Clay comes and joins us.
Absolutely.
We sent an invite, so he should be joining us fairly shortly.
Yeah, and he's usually got a really good connection as well, and I know they're both kind of based in South Africa, so yeah, they shouldn't have any
Christian Clay is
problems.
actually based in Zambia.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. That's right.
But he was
Okay.
definitely able to join us previously, so let's give him.
Ample time and space. We'll bring it in.
Christian Clay, if you can please give us an update.
Let us know, buddy. Are you joining us? That should be all good though.
Okay, while we're waiting for Christian Clay to join us, Lebo, I'm just going to get off the mic for a second. I just need to go and hydrate the throat.
No,
And
go for it, Charlie.
hopefully by the time we get back, we'll have Christian Clay.
For sure. Back on it. I'll pop one more invite if this doesn't go through in the next couple. But Christian Clay, I really do hope to see you on stream. As far as I know, Christian Clay is actually an Aaron Black main. I remember encountering him way back in the first Kombat Africa season. So, if I'm correct, this dude is a Aaron Black main. Would love to see him swing against Shokan tonight. Not a lot of Aaron Blacks left around these days. I can see forth in Kombat League, and this season is certainly an interesting one, I gotta admit. A lot of their players are improving, a lot of great games here out there. And the customs, I love seeing the customs right now. And still too loud? Okay, alright, I see everyone saying still too loud. Then you drop it back a little bit. Okay, let me do that. Thank you, Kikleco. Appreciate that. My other Shaolin main in the order of light. Okay, guys, I've dropped it down again. Let me know what it's like now. Is this any better? Can anyone confirm my audio? Okay, Christian Clay is restarting the router. Okay. So we gotta wait for him. Guys, can you let me know if my audio is better now? How does it sound? Because I've dropped it now quite a bit, so hopefully it's not irritating you anymore. Okay, thank you, Mr. Soul. Appreciate that. Thank you. You know, these are quality headphones here, boys. Really quality ones, I promise you. Promise. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. I just got a recommendation from CharlieWolf. So definitely after tonight, you can definitely expect sweet, crisp audio coming from my side anyway. Okay, but guys, can you please let me know if my audio is better? I have dropped the levels down quite a bit, so I'd love to know that I'm not irritating you guys as much anymore. Christian Clay, I'm going to send you another invite. You said you're restarting your router. I'm going to pop you another one, but you could probably also join under Charlie's name, and that's right by the in the PS4 screen. You can kind of still join under Charlie's Koth name there. If you see his name, you'll be able to join through. But I'm still also going to send you an invite just in case. Should have you. No, I got you. Alright, guys, so no feedback about the sound. So far, so good. Can't wait to see this match. Blindo right now is pumping his hammer. Just worked up from the gym right after he pushed through in his first fight, coming for his second. We'll get you in there, buddy. Any second. Okay, guys. Christian Clay, if you're out there, I've just popped you that invite right now. So you should receive it. If not, you know where you can join. Okay, so the sound is dope. Love it. Okay. It's the internet. Nice one. It doesn't catch the internet. Oh, I see right by the... Okay. We'll let you have that one. That goes. I went through trees on a tranquil day. Wow. Thank you, Mr. Book. I did think my order chocolate would reach you at some point. I'm glad it finally has. Ready to press you through the sounds of. Okay, Brian, like I've done this the moon season. Okay, Donovan. Okay, you can drop the hate a little bit more there. Reference to a Barry White voice, which I clearly do. Oh man, bring the thunder, yes, and the roar, bro. That's what's up tonight. Okay, 6 mooses, 1 bunny chop. Mr. Solomon's 6 mooses, 1 bunny chop. Yeah, I got that one. KFC unlocked CK from their Wi-Fi. They have. KFC is locked. Christmas Day from their Wi-Fi.
Lebo, and yeah, I think we've given.
Yeah, I think we have to beat you.
A fair amount of time, and unfortunately, we are going to have to go on.
Yeah.
So
that's what it's gonna have to happen.
So it looks like he's unable to connect.
Yep.
On land zombie.
So Billion gets to advance, I suppose, Charlie. Let's go land. Christian Clay, I don't know what's going on there. Charlie, should we call it?
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to call it, unfortunately, for Christian Clay. So he's gonna have to be DQ'd from the tournament, which is always a sad thing to do. But unfortunately, the show must go on.
Absolutely.
And guys, you know, it's nothing personal. It's just we're trying to make this as viewer friendly as possible. We have been waiting for quite some time, and yeah, as I said before, the show must go on.
Yeah.
Okay, so Blindo, while you're busy playing with your hammer there, you can kindly leave the coth.
Absolutely. Charlie, while I get the next invites out, do you want to show the guys what the table looks like right now?
Okay, I will do that right now. You can do that in the meantime. Lebo, you can get those invites out, and I'm going to
perfect.
Get the next match underway.
Absolutely. All right. So Billion has advanced through that one. We'll go Kung Mao and Big Boy.
Big Boy CQ.
Big Boy CQ.
Okay, guys, just to update you guys on the bracket. Unfortunately, it's one of those things that we hate doing, but unfortunately we have to. We've tried 3 times with Christian Clay, so unfortunately he's gone. He's been DQ'd.
Yeah. Always a very sad thing to see and do, folks, but you know, hopefully in future these guys, you know, can connect, or Christian Clay can connect in the next and upcoming tournaments. And Christian Clay, sad to see you go. I know you're a great Aaron Black player. Love to play against him. Love to watch him play as well. So we definitely missed out. But you know what? Just like you said, Charlie, the show must go on. Indeed, you know, it must. I have sent out the invites. So I can't wait for this one. Kung Mao and Big Boy CQ.
Well, we've seen Big Boy CQ with the potent-looking Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero.
As we've seen Kung Mao with the, well, as his name suggests, Kung Lao. And yeah, it's going to be difficult to call that one, but you know, because of the unfortunate DQ on the part of Christian Clay, Blindo finds himself in the winners semi-final.
Final. Wow.
The winners final.
Final? Yeah. Christian Clay.
He's going to be waiting in the wings. He's going to be going up against the winner of this particular match. And in fact, both these guys are in the court lobby right now. So let's get this match underway.
Charlie, Christian Clay joined in. Big Boy isn't in. It's Kung Mao that's in. And Christian finally managed to connect with us.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that's interesting.
Yeah. So I guess, yeah. And now Big Boy CQ has also just joined in as well. Yeah. So that is an interesting one.
So I think it's unfortunate, Christian Clay, but we've already made the call. So if you can please leave the court lobby.
We are so sorry, sir.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
It's so unfortunate, you know. We've obviously we know what Christian Clay is capable of doing, and you know, and the tournament unfortunately hasn't actually featured on any of the matches. But we've got Big Boy with a 32 millisecond ping going up against Kung Mao with a current 248 millisecond ping.
Yeah,
guys,
absolutely.
Obviously, in terms of this particular match, if there is any connectivity issues, it's going to have to go the way of Big Boy CQ.
Absolutely. But last time, Charlie, we had this situation and managed to hold. So maybe, this 266, like you mentioned, at 100 pings, you got all sorts of issues. And it, Charlie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Are we going to give it another try?
Let's give him one more shot. One more, and it doesn't work.
Let's give it one more shot. We've invited Christian Clay thrice.
Yes.
To no avail, and for some other reason it joined the fourth time round.
Yeah.
So let's try and get Kung Mao back in here, but unfortunately, if it does present any further issues, we're going to have to say goodbye to Kung Mao as well.
Absolutely. Okay, invite is out. Let's hope this sticks. And I hope they do get to fight this through. It will be such a pity to have to DQ, another player as well. So let's hope this gets a hold. And so Charlie, like you said, it's hard to call on this one because so far really good performances from both Kung Mao and Big Boy CQ. Ferocious Sub-Zero and Cocaine Crack Kung Lao. So this is going to be an interesting one to see. And he's just joined in. His ping is at 250 on my side.
Mine as well.
Okay, hopefully this holds. And this could be it.
Okay, let's see. They got into the character select screen the last time.
Yes.
And this is probably just due to distance from South Africa. Senegal are obviously towards the northern side of of Africa rather. We've seen Hamza, we've seen Kung Mao connect before.
Yeah.
So let's see if this is going to be something that's going to hold. But unfortunately, irrespective of which way the disconnect goes, it's going to have to go in favor of Big Boy. But let's hope for the best. We've got this guy on screen. Big Boy has left, and that's due to the connectivity with Kung Mao. So unfortunate, Lebo. We're going to have to issue a DQ towards Kung Mao.
Absolutely.
And due to the lower ping, we're going to have to advance Big Boy CQ into the winners final, where he's going to be facing Blindo.
Blindo with the Big Show Can hammer. And he's just pumped and excited. It's so sad to see Kung Mao, after that one performance have to get DQ'd, Charlie. But again, like you said, this is the nature of the beast, and it is what it is right now. And and unfortunately, hopefully we can rectify the solutions of the issue in the future.
Well, speaking of the future, in fact, let me just take you through what is the present situation with the bracket.
Yes.
So, guys, as you can see there, Kung Mao and Big Boy CQ, Kung Mao being DQ due to connection and ping issues. DQ, obviously, as we said before the tournament started, a DQ is a DQ. So he unfortunately doesn't advance into the losers bracket. That victory has been awarded to LSG. So the next match is going to be between LSG and Sasori V1.
It's going to be a good one right there, Charlie. LSG and Sasori V1 versus Jackie.
Well, absolutely. We've seen Kitana, we've seen Devora, we've seen Joker from Black Star V1, and the only person we've seen being controlled by LSG thus far has been Jackie. So let's see who's going to reign victorious between Jackie and I think whichever character Black Star V1 chooses, because from the looks of it so far in this tournament alone, we've seen 3 different characters. So he obviously has an array of characters that you can play.
Absolutely, Charlie.
So
I've been
quite interesting to see which one he pulls out now.
Absolutely. I've only played him once, Charlie, and when I did it was Kitana, and like he's admitted to you, the last time was also Devora as well. So, like I said, I've never really played his Joker. So, yeah, this is quite interesting to see what else has got in his pocket. But clearly, he's been in the lab. He's been picking up a couple of other characters as well, and he's been getting ready for this special occasion.
Well, if you can maybe just reach out to Kung Mao, unfortunately, has
Sure.
been DQ'd, so if you can please ask him to leave the Koth, and then we
Yeah.
can get the next batch of players in here. Match number 11 of the evening, guys. Black Kratos going up against Sasori V1. The Sheldon God in chat right now. We've got Sheldon in chat. Welcome, buddy.
And okay, that message is gone out, Charlie, so I'm sending out the invites now.
That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. We are just waiting for LSG to go up against Black Star V1.
Yes.
This is the losers semi-final, if I'm not mistaken.
No,
It is
you are
indeed.
not, sir.
AK Slay in chat saying LSG boys.
Ooh, big fan, clearly. AK Slay. I think LSG is featured in a lot of his tournaments as well, Charlie.
LSG featuring on both AK Slay's tournaments as well as on CharlieWolf Gaming. And I think on Kombat Africa previously as well. So, obviously no stranger to the stream scene. Black Star, Sasori the Harare Gamer, obviously a YouTube channel as well. Does quite a bit of streams as well. So, yeah, this is going to be a very interesting matchup between these two gents.
Absolutely. I can't wait to see which way this way goes. Which way this goes, Charlie. But yeah, as you mentioned, and as we saw before, was in a Katana, was in a Force and a Joker. And I love LSG's play because it's always high octane. He's always got these, rush down characters that he likes to select. So they're always both fun to watch, Charlie.
No, for sure. And, what we've seen so far in his first game, probably didn't do too well against Kung Mao. But found his feet against Cheddar in the next match.
Absolutely.
And then on the he advanced.
Okay, that's the word as well. Just
There we go. That word. You know that word.
He advanced.
He advanced courtesy of a DQ.
Yes.
And he found himself in the losers round semi-finals.
Yes.
He is going to be going up against LSG, who I believe has appeared. No, in fact, Sasori was appeared in the Koth lobby. In fact, you might just want to check in with LSG.
Okay,
just to make sure that he is still.
That he got the invite and still playing.
Yeah, because I do know that he was on secondary power a bit earlier on in the tournament.
Okay. Hopefully.
So let's just reach out to him to make sure he's still able to connect.
Absolutely. I'm gonna do that in chat right now. And then I'm going to and check with LSG. I'm also gonna send him another invite as well, Charlie, just in case. I'm gonna check with him. I've just popped a text. Okay, he's checking in with me now. He's online. Yep, he's received the invite, Charlie, so we should be good. He should be joining in.
Okay, let's just hope that he's not going to be on the receiving end of some more African internet issues.
Yeah, we do not need that right now at all.
But it seems like in every edition of Kombat Africa, the winner of the tournament seems to be the flipping internet connection. It's kind of actually just seeing all 8 competitors enjoy some combat action.
The internet always wins, Charlie, no matter what the odds are. They always win. Okay, he says he's in, Charlie, so we should be seeing him any moment now. I know these guys for sure don't have any connection issues, so we're in for a treat tonight. And it should be popping up any moment now. Should be him. Deal. And we definitely don't need one.
Here we go. His
All in.
connection's looking as solid as anything. Sasori V1 against Black Kratos.
Yep.
About to go down, Lebs. It's about to go
This
down.
is it, Charlie. This is it. Black Kratos, obviously a big fan of the game God of War. And Sasori V1, you know, that's an anime fan. I don't know if you watch anime, Charlie.
No,
Have you confused those? Definitely not. Not your thing.
Not nothing.
Have you heard of Naruto before?
Naruto, yes, I have.
Oh.
Definitely heard of that.
So, yeah. This character that he's referencing is from Naruto. So, a puppet master, actually, if you will. So I don't know if that's anything to do with his gameplay, but yeah, that's what he is, a puppet master. But Charlie, never mind that. These guys are about to go right at it. It's Kitana versus Jackie, like we called it. And yeah, I can see Black Kratos has obviously tweaked his and customized his Jackie. He's got the hyper knee, which I believe comes with a crushing blow as well, and the grenade launcher for that extra damage. I'm not too sure about Kitana, Charlie, or maybe Jack can tell me. I think she doesn't speak though.
I'm not the biggest Kitana enthusiast, so I'm not sure what the move is, but I saw a bit earlier on, in fact, a jumping or diagonal projectile from the air.
Yes, I did see that as well. I remember that, Charlie. I do remember seeing that move, so that must be part of his customized variation. Or maybe the gel character. I haven't seen much of his use so far. Maybe Black Sasori is yet to show us.
Ball roll, Yoro going up against flawless bricks. And so
Yeah.
far, looking quite flawless for Black Kratos right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
We are seeing a Melina on screen, which is in fact the first Kombat Africa character of the evening.
Absolutely.
Going down very...
Just another free win.
So I can tell you one thing, somebody's watching this particular match with a fair amount of interest.
Yeah. Who is that?
Whoever's going to be on the loser's end of the winner's final between Blindo and Big Boy,
Yeah.
going to be facing the winner of this particular match. So obviously looking at that with quite a bit of interest.
Absolutely.
As we see the hyper knee coming through there. So even though Melina's landed the backward grab,
Yeah.
Jackie's still in a fairly decent life lead here.
Absolutely.
Out of the crushing blow.
It looks like he's in control at the moment, and Charlie, I think that hyper knee was supposed to be him cashing out the crushing blow from it. I think the requirements for max distance, just like the flying punch that she's got. So I think it was replaced. Oh no, doesn't
But
replace.
access to both that. Ooh, straight
Absolutely.
fatal blow there.
Yep.
And ooh, this might be the end of the round here. Ooh, unfortunately for Sasori, does he finish it off? I think he might close it with only having 90 life. He does. One round apiece.
Yeah, looking really good and pretty settled, I would say, Charlie, at the moment. Although, you know, Sasori dropped that combo right towards the end, and at this level, at this point of the game, you do not want to drop anything, you know, because that's pretty much it. And you don't want to go out like that at the moment. And, you know, at the moment, you know, Black Kratos as well, you know, he came out strong in the first round, and the second round, feeling a little bit more pressure from this Melina. It could be just matchup experience, but he catches out right now with that KB, Charlie, and starts to spray that little bridge glue all over Melina.
That looked very weird there. That was some serious hitbox issues that I've never seen before, but
Absolutely.
connected.
Yep, went through all the same. And Charlie, you've been dabbling with Melina. I've been seeing on the group that you posted a couple of custom videos. What do you make of this Melina tonight from Sasori as Black Kratos cashes out on this one? This is gonna kill.
No, it's gonna kill, and you know, what I can say about, from what I'm seeing from Melina is there's a couple of tools, quite normals that she has that I don't think Sasori has been making full use of.
Okay.
She's got a couple of very tricky overheads, which I think if somebody's not used to facing Melina,
Right.
can definitely take advantage of it. The forward 4-3, as well as I think it's the forward on the back 1-1-4. So
Right.
there's a couple of things there that can cancel into a roll, which I didn't see too much of in that first game.
Okay.
So definitely something that Sasori, aka Blackstar V1, should probably include in his arsenal. But that being said, Lebo, Melina is a fairly new character.
True.
The people are still trying to find their feet around using her.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think it's time for will probably be much better for Sasori. He believes in her,
Absolutely.
he's sticking to her.
Yeah.
Is it always a good sign?
I'm a little surprised though, Charlie, I have to admit, and I'm surprised because, you know, again, to your earlier remark, which I do agree with, you know, she's still a new character, you still kind of find your way through her, and, you know, seeing Sasori's other 3 characters, which are obviously more of his day ones, I would have thought he was going to default to that to secure this, but again, you know, he's obviously seen something in the match, and maybe, you know, that's why he's sticking with Blindo on this one, Charlie.
Well, same variation, and really he goes for the 1-1 into the 1+3.
Yeah. Into a command grab. Let's go on this. Is that a command grab, Charlie? This is what? Okay, one.
The grab is part of the combo string, so.
Okay. And then goes in for the grease kicks. And looking to crash on the crushing blow. Yep. Manages to launch the big screw once again. And ooh, Sasori going in for that roll, which again, you know, very punishable, but again, now trying to exercise his zoning tools, you know, to keep, you know, Black Kratos away, and maybe that's the smart thing to do out here, Charlie.
As the fatal blow, there is an overhit in that fatal blow, but Black Kratos not falling for it, but he does fall for the low projectile, but he manages to finish it off with a fatal blow, which I'm not sure, again.
Questionable. Very questionable.
Yeah, very questionable, absolutely. He's got the round, he's got the round. You can take nothing away from that.
The flying knee. Yeah.
The dash punch, the flying knee, anything would have done. But you know what? Pressure situation.
Yeah.
Elimination point now for Blackstar. Maybe that's exactly what he wanted to do. Nice combo there from Alina 267. I see Blackstar utilizing the mashing of the down 2, which has actually worked in his favor like possibly 3 times already. Trying to cash in on the...
All the time. Yeah.
Okay, this is very close to the end, but again, just scouts the jump in. Okay, does he have enough to finish it off here?
Absolutely. Go.
Oh, that's a very clever maneuver, and that's exactly what he needed to do. High IQ play there from Black Kratos. Goodbye, Blackstar B1. Black Kratos advances.
And a very impressive performance as well. Lovely setup at the end. And, you know, again, you know, just rolls away from that. And then, you know, again, adds on the big screw and, you know, calls it, Charlie. Again, very, very great performance from Black Kratos.
Am I right in saying that that was 2-0?
2-0, yep, correct. You picked Melina twice.
That is
and
correct,
lost lost twice with her. So I do have a question then.
We're going to ask the 2 guys to leave the cost lobby now. Black Kratos advancing into the losers final.
Correct. Black Kratos making his way through it all, and you know, after obviously his disqualification from Blindo, you know, he's hungry for it, and I think Charlie, we could possibly see a Blindo and Black Kratos grand final.
Well, it's definitely possible, but there's still a few more games to go, Lebo, and one of them is in fact the winners final between Blindo and Big Boy CQ coming up right now. So if you can get those invitations sent out, I can send it to Big Boy CQ. We're just waiting for both players to leave the court. They have in fact done so.
Yes.
So if you can get Blindo in, I will get Big Boy in, and we should have the winners final coming up fairly shortly, guys.
For sure. I have just invited Blindo, so he should be receiving my invite momentarily. But yeah, so far so good, Charlie, and Big Boy CQ. So it's another Shokan versus Sub-Zero. And the loser of this obviously goes to face Black Kratos, who's hungry.
Yeah, he
wants
definitely
it.
looked much more accomplished in that match than what he showed in the previous match with
Blindo.
With Blindo, yeah. So probably found his feet.
Yep.
And yeah, that could spell trouble for whoever he's going to be facing in the next round.
Absolutely. I mean, he's coming in here hungry, so whoever loses this, you know, they better watch out. I think Black Kratos is now finally awoken the Jackie. He's activated Jackie, so she's ready.
And in typical Blindo fashion, he's already in the court lobby. This
He's
is
ready.
Big Boy CQ to join in.
Blindo was swinging his Shokan hammer. Charlie doing push-ups on it, lifting. He was ready. He was ready. This is the moment he's been waiting for. PC boys repping against those PS4 boys. This is certainly an interesting night, Charlie.
Well, I must be honest with you. You know, apart from the issues we had with the two Senegalese competitors and the unfortunate issue we had with Christian Clay, the Elder Gods have kind of, you know, heard our prayers.
Let the stream continue. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've just seen Big Boy CQ come into the lobby as well. So
He's in.
Another match. Blindo going up against Big Boy CQ. Now, what I can tell you about this match is that Blindo, as wonderful a game he put on against Black Kratos in the first round, is not a big fan of Sub-Zero. He hates fighting the character. Absolutely hates fighting against Sub-Zero. And that might be something that Big Boy can use in his favor.
Yep. I think this will then play to more psychological than anything else then, Charlie, because clearly, you know, Blindo's got a very grounded Shokan. And, you know, if he hates fighting a certain character, I think the only thing that he has to worry about is then the psychological element of it. And, you know, and who knows, Charlie, you might have the win over this Sub-Zero after seeing some of the gaps and strings that he can blow up as well. Because if he hates a character, clearly, you know, we hope that he's labbed enough to find out where he can blow it up with Shokan.
Well, you know, enough talking now, Lebo. Let's just see how this is going to unfold. No back three to start off this time, so obviously approaching this very carefully and, you know, probably just based on what I said, probably the right approach there from Blindo.
Absolutely. Probably even looking out to bait out the slide or anything from Sub-Zero. He obviously understands the pressure, the pressure string over there that Sub-Zero brings. Trying to get some room as well with that big boots that Shokan has got with the classic Blindo short hop. Oh, double O, so clearly Big Boy knows about this matchup, got his homework. Blindo not falling for the overhead that easily, comes with a big sweep. Big Boy not falling for the shoulder rush and, you know, getting his own, and whoops, tries to put in the corner, and Blindo breaks out of that. Three of those, and it's a crushing blow. These guys spacing each other out at the moment, Charlie, and trying, you know, obviously looking for an opening. Tight match to call at the moment, Charlie.
You know what, the interesting thing is that I've hardly seen Blindo dish out any damage yet. Big Boy is in fatal blow territory, so it just shows how hard Shao Kahn actually hits. I mean, damage like an absolute truck, but I think Big Boy's going to close this first round.
Yeah.
What I enjoyed about the first round there, sorry to break your word there, Lebo, was the neutral. Both players not rushing in, keeping their space, waiting for their openings, playing good punches.
I think they both recognize, Charlie, that they can both do a significant amount of damage if you let them, you know, just breathe. And again, you know, he breaks out of that with 26% damage and 2 bars gone. So Sub-Zero, very, very scary character, and Blindo just trying to bide his time and just find a perfect opportunity to get in, and, you know, Sub-Zero chipping away at his damage, so to speak.
One thing I must be honest with you, Lebo, over the last couple of weeks I have seen something in Blindo that I haven't seen probably in a couple of months ago, is that he's actually able to make some decent adjustments after going down in a particular game. So, as you see already coming into this round 2, started off with a bit of a life deficit, but clawed his way back into the round and has suddenly taken their second round. So exactly what I was about to say now, we already see happening in round number 2 of this match. Match is so well poised there, Lebo.
Oh, for sure. And I think if you can see, Charlie, Blindo has been using the 4-3, stops and then goes in for the throw. You know, obviously a lot of people expecting the 4-3-4, and you know, Blindo instead, you know, switching that up with the throw, which is actually worked to his favor and to his advantage as well. But like you said, Charlie, both well poised, and you know, both these competitors looking really, really good at the moment. And again, keen understanding of each other's character, which is always a pleasure to see. And again, Blindo landing in that big Shokan damage and cashes it out.
381. Both bars, plus frames.
Yep. Nope. Plus frames on each other, Charlie. That's what it is right now. Oh, great little jump there.
Okay, I don't know if Blindo knows this, but he's actually loaded up the 1-2, 1+3 crushing blow. So if he does find a punish, ooh, this might be a fatal blow here.
Yep. Blindo's in favorable territory. Ooh, and the breakaway also possible. Misses the uppercut to close it out. And this, oh, I wish Brad didn't go for that. Oh, that could have been it, Charlie. You went in. What? Okay.
This is so close to call. This is so close to call, but I think he's made the right decision there. And
definitely.
That was a fantastic match to watch. It could have gone either way. It came down to about 50 life points. And at the end of the day, it went in favor of Blindo. He just showed some great composure there in that first game there.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Charlie. And I think, right towards the end of it, Blindo was trying to chop up. Well, I thought, he was going to, come out with a fatal blow. But again, made a right call. And, Big Boy kind of froze as well, Charlie, right towards the end. And, that kind of got the win over for Blindo. But Blindo looking really good at the moment, Charlie.
So far, so good for Blindo. Smash Potato is the name of his variation.
Yep.
Winner of this match obviously guaranteed a spot in grand finals here, so lots at stake for both these guys. And so far it looks like Blindo's taking an early lead, but definitely not the case of the tortoise and the hare.
No, not at all, Charlie. But you know what? It's always good to have the W tucked in. One match gives you some sort of breathing room as well, but also allows the opponent to study you a little bit more if he manages to get the win over this. But even in that last match, I don't think, like you said, you could have gone either way, and so that was very, very close. And I think the decision to stick with Sub-Zero is a good one, Charlie.
No, absolutely, and I think he looks fairly comfortable with Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
I mean, that game could have gone either way, so I would definitely, if I were in his position, not having taken any sort of character swap whatsoever.
For sure.
And that's exactly what Big Boy has done.
Yep.
Short up. I believe that Shao Kahn has an 8-frame short up. I mean, that is absolutely ridiculous for such a big character. I could be mistaken. And the Otam in chat saying the Shao Kahn skin itself is intimidating.
It is. It is a scary one. And I love that glowing hammer he's got to complement his skin as well, Charlie.
Well, let's just see if the glowing hammer is going to be enough to close out round number 1.
Omnia Master, nope. He doesn't want a repeat of what happened in the last one, Charlie. Closes out with the down 3, skates his way back. Shokan adjusting himself. Very unhappy with what just happened. Clearly wants to clinch this one back. But Big Boy establishing himself in this game by taking the lead in this second set, Charlie.
Well, I think at this point of the game, or of this particular match, I think the pressure is actually probably more on Blindo right now.
Yeah, I would say.
Having taken the first game, he's obviously taken a bit of momentum coming into round 2, but it looks like Big Boy has made a bit of adjustments. Unfortunately, still not going for the flawless block gap on the 4 string.
Yeah. And again, mixes it up. Doesn't go for it again. I don't think Big Boy has read that yet as well, Charlie. He has fallen for that every time. This has always worked for Blindo. If it ain't broke, you need to fix it. And that, could have been close there.
Goes for the low. Overhead low. Sub-Zero goes for the overhead low again. Oh, no freeze this time. Oh, and great forward 2 into the fatal blow. And that's going to tie it up with 1 game apiece.
Absolutely, it is the classic.
Now what I would like to see here is Blindo, even though he knows he's going to take Shao Kahn, for Blindo just to take as much time as what is possibly required on the character select screen. Just think about what he can do differently in game number 3.
For sure.
And then with about 4 or 5 seconds left, commit to Shao Kahn and hopefully make some adjustments. From Charlie Quint, aka Big Boy CQ's point of view, basically keep doing much of the same. Yeah.
It's working for him so far, Charlie, and like we said, that first game was very close to call, and the second game he manages to clinch it, and so like you said correctly, Bilion needs to take some time, as much time as possible, kind of think back about that last set. Where could he go wrong? What could he capitalize on? And what can he blow up for Big Boy at the moment? So this is it. The loser of this goes down to meet Black Kratos, who's obviously, warmed up his Jackie at the moment. So Blindo needs to think very, very carefully about this, and he is at the moment, Charlie. Oops, there's the same variation too.
Smashed potatoes.
Yep.
Cabinet Linders and Josh Linders in chat. IYMSP, we all know what that stands for.
Thanks for letting us know.
Sis.
And here we go, Charlie.
Let's keep
this
it
is
clean
it.
in the chat, guys. Let's just keep it clean in the chat.
Round
Thank you.
fight.
Okay, one game apiece now. The back three starts off the
Back
first
three.
game. Okay, so
Oh, here we go.
both players level on points right now. Trading
Goes into the-
projectiles. It obviously works in favor of Sub-Zero because he basically gets a restand if you like.
Mhm.
An
Absolutely.
unblockable restand. All good,
Goes
guys.
into the-
All good, all good. Let's go, Blindo, says Jivan in chat. Christian Clay, thank you so much for your understanding. We will definitely be seeing you again on whether it be Kombat Africa or whether it be CharlieWolf Gaming or any one of the FCC Africa streams.
Absolutely. Hate to see that we couldn't get to see you tonight, buddy, but definitely we will see you in future streams for sure. And so sad as well.
Big boy,
No.
some big boy damage there to close out the
The match.
first round.
And just
of
after.
match number 3. He finds himself on match point now and he's got Blindo stuck in this corner here.
Which is where Sub-Zero wants you. It's always the best place for Sub-Zero. Gets to choke you up, but Blindo having none of that. Comes and throws his own. Fighting
Commits to
back.
the forward 3 forcing this time and then finishes it off with the grab. Ooh. Oh.
Hello, shake him. This is
Okay,
it.
player. This is going to do
Boom.
some big damage here. Big damage. He dropped the
Boom.
combo,
Yeah.
but doesn't get appropriately punished by Big Boy. So, trying to apply some stagger pressure there with the back 3. Okay, now
Yep.
this is going to be squeaky bum time. This squeaky
Absolutely.
bum time.
Goes in. Reads the low for it, Charlie. Comes in with the throw. I'm sure he can't hold on to his diaper anymore, Charlie. I think he's ready to release. Oh, if he catches him with the freeze, that's it. It's GG's, and I think he knows that. I don't know if Billy wants to risk this, but so far he's looking really good, and that's it. Comes away with the down one.
Final
Swings
round of the
ahead.
final game. It's going down to the wire here, Lebo.
Final round.
Deservedly so as well. These have been equally great competitors as well, Charlie, at the moment. And Rule goes in for the big damage and breaks away just in time as well. If he gets caught out by this, okay, not bad. Goes for the throw, which has been nerfed as well to 130 now. Punches him in, tries to go for the throw and whips again, and Charlie was miles away from that throw. Oh, and this is it. Oh, this is going to hurt so much.
354 damage. 354, a number that
Oh.
Blindo is all too familiar with. And has really started this round in fantastic fashion. He's just saying, you're not
Absolutely.
going to take this moment away from me. I'm into the
No.
grand finals. And Blindo with the immaculate defense as per AK Slay's comment in chat. Finishes it off with the friendship. from
First one
us
tonight as well.
Now, I want to just take your attention back to round number 2 of match number 3.
Yeah.
Because it was at that point where it could have gone either way, and instead of going in for the attack, Blindo actually reset the neutral, backed off a bit, and actually waited for Big Boy CQ to make a move where he basically saw an opening and capitalized on it. So that was big IQ play there from Blindo, and I think at the end of that fantastic set there, probably deservedly the 2-1 winner of that particular match. Absolutely fantastic showing there from both players. Big Boy CQ not out of the tournament by any stretch. Blindo advances to the grand finals. He's on winner's side, so whoever he's going to be facing is going to have to reset the bracket in order to eliminate Blindo from the tournament. He's put himself in the box seat, and all he has to wait for now is to find out who his opponent is going to be between Big Boy CQ and Black Kratos. So if Big Boy CQ, I see he's just left the cot now. If you can get Big Boy CQ and LSG back in the chat.
No problem, I'm ready. No problem, Charlie.
Next match underway. Blindo taking that last match by 2 games to 1. Fantastic set there by both players. Blindo advances to the winners final, to the grand final, where he's going to be facing the winner between the next match. Black Kratos versus Big Boy CQ.
Absolutely. Blindo done very well tonight, repping for the admins, Charlie. And
repping for the admins,
himself,
repping for the PC community.
That's
doing
right.
All sorts of repping tonight.
A lot of flags, a lot of hats tonight. That that Bilion is obviously repping, and he's done so well today with the Shokan, and really happy for the man. And he went in winners final, as you said correctly. And now we've got NSG and Big Boy CQ, and this will be interesting to see as well, Charlie. And based on tonight's performances, again, it's a hard one to call. I mean, that Sub-Zero was not bad at all, and I think he'll also be just as hungry to get back at Bilion as well tonight, Charlie.
Well, absolutely. But before getting there, he first needs to get past Big Boy.
Absolutely.
So both these players actually, having been eliminated by Blindo, both of them have something to play for you.
For sure. Definitely.
Guys, this is the bracket as you see it right now. Blindo, as you can see in the grand finals, going to take on the winner between Big Boy and Black Kratos. That's about to go down right now. We are just waiting for Black Kratos, I believe, to enter the court lobby.
Charlie, I'm just going to relieve myself real quickly, but I have sent out the invites.
All good.
Again.
So guys, we've got 2 matches left for tonight. We've got the losers finals between Black Kratos and Big Boy CQ, followed by the grand finals where Blindo is waiting patiently to see who he's going to be facing. He's eliminated both of these guys. He sent both of these guys through to the losers bracket. The two of them are facing each other. The winner of this match obviously gets their run back against Blindo. Who's it going to be? We've got Big Boy CQ in the lobby right now. We're just waiting for Black Kratos to join us. The invitation has been sent. Black Kratos, if you can hear me or us, please get yourself into the court lobby as soon as possible. Black Kratos is joining as we speak.
Is he not back in? Here we go. Just in time for the action.
Just in time for the action. Both these guys are in the court lobby right now. Guys, losers finals, LSG, aka Black Kratos 957, going up against Big Boy CQ.
Boy.
Big Boy.
Big Boy. Did they figure out where Big Boy is from, Charlie? Did they answer that question?
I didn't actually check the chat, but I will let you guys know he's actually one of the duo from a hip-hop group called Octane.
That's right, Andre 3000 and Big Boy.
That's the one.
The Love Below is the duo LP that they had, which I think won a Grammy. I think they won a Grammy at some point.
I think they won a Grammy for the song Hey Ya.
Yeah, you're correct. Hey Ya was on Andre 3000's side. Big Boy had his own sort of sound, because I think Big Boy was the rap side and Andre 3000 was the R&B side of it.
Great duo though. Great duo.
Oh, amazing.
And freestyling, gosh. Those guys are freestyle.
No, on point.
Right now, guys, we're about to see Black Kratos take on Big Boy CQ.
Here we go.
Losers final, Sub-Zero in a very interesting looking Ermac type skin. Going up against, as we expected, Lebo, Jackie.
Yeah. Absolutely, and I really am loving this skin actually. I don't think I've seen it at all. Is it from this season?
I think it might be, yes. I think it's when you get your Combat League, all your Combat League sets
a match.
completed,
Yeah,
that's the reward that you get. Fantastic looking skin, I must be honest with you.
pretty funky. And
I'm
Charlie,
favor of Sub-Zero not having any blue. That's my only thing about this particular skin.
yeah. Is that pink or is that salmon? I don't know. I just
Your guess is as good as mine, but it's not Sub-Zero. But what
No,
it
it's
is
not.
a crushing blow from Jackie and a down two.
Oh,
Probably not the best choice because he could have maintained corner position there, but
absolutely.
he's got the round. He's got the round.
Fight.
Yeah. That's what counts. That's what's important. And so far, he's got the run for a very, very important game, Charlie, because whoever loses here is going home. But neither one of them want to leave as well, obviously. And Black Kratos are looking really good at the moment. And, a lot of pressure coming in from him. Just escorting Sub-Zero all the way, or Big Boy CQ, all the way back into the corner where he doesn't want to be.
Okay, forward grab from Sub-Zero, getting Jackie closer and closer to the corner. He's got it in the corner now, which, as we said before, Lebo, is exactly where Sub-Zero would want his opponents.
Absolutely.
Black
Lots
Kratos
of choke him out.
out of the corner this time. 279 damage, not too bad, just under 28%. That's a punish, and I think that might actually finish it. Bar a air breakaway.
Whoop, that's it. He was going for the brutality there, Charlie, and looks like that worked. That could cost him. I know that was the brutality that LSU was going for, but looks like he's going to go for the Briggs Goo to kill him out, to close it out, and he does, and that's it. I think Big Boy CQ was going for the air axe at that point, and got caught up by LSG, and looking pretty good so far. This Jackie, a very convincing performance, and maybe, Charlie, this is a warning shot to Billion that LSG is actually ready.
Well, definitely in the first game it looked like he might have just been preoccupied with something, but definitely the Jackie seems to be gaining momentum now, and as they're going through the bracket, Lebo, Jackie just seems to be getting stronger and stronger. So definitely something for Blindo to be a little bit concerned about, but he's only 1-0 right now. Big Boy can still turn this around, and I think what we might go for is the previous variation. And that's exactly what he goes for.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think he realizes that, this is it. This is the make or break point, Charlie. He doesn't want to leave. He doesn't want to go home. It'd be sad to see him go, but only one of these competitors can go forward. And as you said correctly as well, as Black Kratos has been going through the bracket, he's just been getting stronger and stronger. So, we don't better be getting that hammer ready, because one of these competitors are coming in, and they're coming in very, very hard, Charlie.
Well, I can definitely guarantee you, as these guys are taking each other on, Blindo is definitely playing with his hammer.
Yeah. Goes for the freeze. Oh, whips the combo there, misses it, which is what you don't want to do at this point in time, especially at this stage of the game. Opens up for that knee towards the end. Final measure comes back in. Goes for the grease kicks, and I think he's going to go for the crushing blow here. Nope. Goes for the hyper knee and breaks away just in time. And looking just for an opening so far from Big Boy CQ at the moment, Charlie. It looks like LSG though is in full control of the game.
Yeah, both players are fairly good at defending, at least at this opening stage of the first round. But LSG seems to be the one finding the openings when it matters most. And while Sub-Zero is attacking Jackie in the corner, his life is just disappearing, and match point for Black Kratos. That was fantastic play as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. And took another 2-0. 2-0. Okay, goes for the first thing.
Back grab.
That's right.
Back
goes in for the overhead with the elbow. Oh, a third one. Oh, okay. Very bold. But, he's managed to whip away about 50% of his energy so far, Charlie, as the game has just opened up. And I think at the moment, Big Boy CQ coming with his own mix-ups.
Anti-air. Ooh, this is going to be a crushing blow, and
that's it. That's it.
The back of the head.
Ooh.
Amplified rocket punch, rocket knee, sorry.
Hyper knee into the
That's
into
it.
the
That
punch.
is it.
That's
That
it.
was convincing as far as I'm concerned. He
A
dished
mercy.
out a mercy.
Mercy. Wow.
That must
If
be
this was
rather
a good
worrying
team.
to Blindo.
Absolutely. Like I said, Charlie, this is the warning shot that he's firing to Blindo. And Charlie, I don't know if you noticed, but in the last 3 rounds, Big Boy CQ, this is the first time I've noticed that he's managed to get LSG and life alert. The last 3 rounds, he had managed to get into life alert.
Well,
And this is it now.
very close to life alert now, and just like that,
that's it.
blue shit
That's
on the
coming.
floor.
The big blue. The big blue. And LSG, please do stay in. Do not go anywhere. And I guess, Charlie, we're into winners final.
Well, guys, just to give you an update right now, we've got the grand finals of Kombat Africa Volume number 25 just about to take place. Big Boy CQ, unfortunately, we're going to have to say goodnight to you. Eliminated from the tournament courtesy of a absolutely convincing performance by Black Kratos 957. Black Kratos advances to the grand finals on the loser side of the bracket, where he's going to go up against Blindo. Grand finals tonight, guys, takes a first to 3 format.
Absolutely.
So Blindo, if he wins the first set, if he's the first one to reach 3, he takes the tournament.
That's it.
If LSG reaches 3 first, he resets the bracket, sends Blindo down to the losers bracket, and they go at it again in a first to 3 to decide who is the champion of Kombat Africa Volume number 25.
Absolutely.
Lebo, if you can just get Blindo in here, I'm just going to relieve myself because I don't want anything holding me back. When
I completely understand.
This is going to be the grand final of grand finals. And just so, by the way, when you asked me who I thought was going to be in the grand finals, I said it is between Christian Clay and
Blindo. You know
Christian
what?
Clay didn't play, so it's very difficult to say I was wrong because we haven't seen him. But Blindo's here. Just saying.
Yeah. And you know what, Charlie? If you check the group in the morning, I also called Blindo might also be the final. And happy to see the man has actually made it and walked his way through it. And grand finals is here, Charlie. It's Black Kratos.
Are in a hurry. They're in a hurry. They want to get this thing going.
Oh my goodness! Do you have your diaper?
I still need
Do you
to
have your diaper, Charlie?
So I'm
Okay.
going to update the scores, and I'll hand it over to you to continue. I'll be back shortly.
No problem at all. This is it, guys. This is grand finals. Get hype, chat. It is going down. Black Kratos, all the way from Zambia, versus Blindo, all the way from South Africa, but I believe originally Swaziland. But that doesn't matter tonight. Let's forget about the flags. Let's talk about the final. Boom. Blindo coming in with his back 3. LSG looking to capitalize through those punches. Comes in with a flying punch, goes in for the pressure with the grease kick. Always going to go for the rocket punch, but decides to let Blindo fall there. But he's got him in the corner, which is exactly where he wants him at the moment. Goes in for the throw while the goo does the mess. And here we saw the overhead. Blindo clearly watched the match, definitely doesn't fall for it. LSG gains some grease kicks in. Goes in for the rocket punch. And closes it out with the Briggs goo. And LSG asserting himself, and this will probably be the first time during their game and in the run back that LSG is actually taking a round of Blindo tonight. So LSG coming in very, very confident and very hot. Whatever he was rocking with before has definitely just kind of worn off. And LSG coming in with the KB, flushing it in, looking very, very strong at the moment. And Blindo looking a little rattled, I have to say, from this pressure that LSG is bringing in. Goes in for the grease kicks and gets Blindo to open up. He breaks away. Ooh, goes in for the fake out. Throws. Great position right now for LSG. Could go in for the KB with the rocket punch. Oh, stops the jump in from Blindo. Blindo trying to figure out what to do while his life is literally just melting away from him at the moment. Blindo coming in with another hop over from Shao Kahn. And is already in fear of blow. Oh, goes in for a third one. Oh, goes in for the standing 4 and just comes in with a neutral jump punch, and LSG clipping this for one game. And he's got 2 more to go in order to reset the bracket. A very, very impressive performance so far from LSG, making sure and making light work of Blindo at the moment. Blindo, obviously going back to the select screen and have a number of things to think about before we start off this second round. But this is Run Back Boys at the moment. It's going down. Make your predictions, guys, where we're going for this. Is this going LSG or is this going Blindo? So far, you know, I will remind you that Blindo did eliminate LSG in a very convincing 1-2. But whatever beating that he got from that time, LSG has managed to shake that off and work his way all the way through losers, and taking the game, you know, straight back to Blindo in this grand finals. So remember, he's got 3 games to win in order to reset the bracket. And at the moment, LSG has got 1 match on him. He's got 2 more to go in order to reset the losers bracket. Sorry, reset this grand finals bracket. Goes in for the double O. Comes in with a push kick. Goes for the throw. Puts him right in the corner with the forward throw. He's going to hop over him. Nope. Goes into the flying punch. Tries to throw him. LSG just obviously trying to get himself asserted in the game right now. At the moment, Blindo, whatever he did in the first round, looks like he's shaking that off because he's coming in very, very strong right now against Black Kratos. Black Kratos, you know, has got Blindo in the corner, still a great position to bound to come back. He's got the crushing blow, and he's got the fatal blow that's loaded. Blindo comes in with his signature short hop, goes for the down 1, and tries the forward 3 into the throw, which worked earlier so well against Big Boy CQ. Ooh, and gets punched out with the down 1, swings his hammer. Blindo looking really good at the moment. Guys, this is so close. It's so good to see character loyalists, you know, going at it, you know, and you know, obviously, you know, Kombat Pack has been out, and you know, we didn't see any features from any Rambo or any Rain or any Melina. It's been high stakes at the moment, and these guys all swinging in with their very best at the moment. Blindo trying to go with the back 3 in order to keep it in the corner. This is where he comes up with that big con damage and 354, 359. Wow. And so far, Blindo looking really good. Tries to go for the short up and gets down 2. LSG trying to fight his way back in this. Comes in with the throw, with a back throw. And LSG just trying to work his way in at the moment. Blindo looking really good. It looks like you could just pretty much just take this. I mean, at this point, it's only a master. Probably close it out with a spear. Yeah, that will probably do it. But LSG not giving up. Wants to come back with that only a master juice. And oh no, the down 3 takes him out. And Gideon matches up that 1 win against Kratos. And so far, it's 1-1.
1-1. Missed a bit of the action in game number 2, but I am back, and from what I see, it's level at 1 game apiece.
Absolutely, Charlie, you missed a great game in the first one, and the second one, you know, Bidon has answered back very convincingly as well, actually. But in the first game, I gotta admit, you know, Bidon looked a little rattled. He shook off whatever, you know, he had on him, and right now, you know, he's established a win. And as we said, you know, it's a 1-3, so, you know, right at this point in time now, it's now 1-2.
Yeah, so we will probably see a bit more adjustment from both these guys there. I'm sure, even though I missed game number 2, there was definitely a big adjustment there made on the part of Blindo, especially considering how Black Kratos took that first match.
Absolutely. But you have seen how Black Kratos has gone through. You know, from the loser side, Charlie, and you know, he's obviously you know, great at adapting through the game, and I think, you know, so far he's managed to warm up all the way through, you know, the losers bracket. So I mean, this is going to be an intense final that we're seeing. Hold it down 3. Go.
Okay,
On to the corner.
I did notice, especially in that first game here, Lebo, that Black Kratos is getting the timing of the forward 3-4 flawless block on point. And I see this time around, Blindo is mixing it up a bit, going for the 4-4 instead, which obviously establishes the same amount of plus frames. Ooh! Crushing blow, down 2 from downtown. Gets juggled, drops the combo though.
Absolutely, Brad. Not without doing a ton of damage though. Charlie drops the ghoul on the ground. Ooh, tries to go for the shoulder rush. Gets hit out by that standing 1.
Forward 4 connects.
Absolutely.
Backward grab and LSG trying to establish some more momentum going again. The forward 4 into the plus frames.
Ooh, goes that tricky sweep. Classic Blindo move. Oh!
Throw tech there. Are we
We
going to
just do
see
a
a shoulder
off-
charge? No, we see a forward 4 connect and Blindo takes that round. Probably a
Yeah.
bit scrappy at the end, but effective nonetheless.
I would say, but yeah, for sure, definitely gets away with the win. And Blindo leading in this first match, but that last game was very, very close. And starts going for the spears to load up that crushing blow. LSG trying to edge his way into the corner. He wants Blindo in the corner. That's the best place to have a Shokan in this Jackie Shokan situation. Jackie's pressure strings, in the corner are ridiculous to handle, and I think LSG knows that. I think Blindo knows that. And again, taking him from one side to the other, goes for the grease kicks. Oh, I think he was going for the crushing blow there, Charlie. Didn't quite work out after Blindo broke out. Goes for the throw. Forward throw. And so far, this is too close to call, going either way.
Too close indeed. Lino rolls back but gets tagged by both the down one and the forward one there on part of LSG, but this might be trouble, and it is.
That's it.
Said, I'm not going to take any chances. I'm going to cash in with this fatal blow. I'm going to get the round, which I think in this circumstance, Lebo would probably be the right thing to do.
Absolutely. Completely agree with you. Charlie could have gone though for the crushing blow. I can see Blindo had no bar, no meter to break away from. But like you said, sometimes you just need to close it out, and definitely the right call to make just to secure the win.
No, absolutely. And I mean, with Lebo, with Black Kratos having to reset the bracket, I think every round basically means something for him at this point of the matchup.
Definitely. Every round definitely counts, and I think, psychologically as well, if LSG can, or Black Kratos, can grab this win, over Bullion, it'll set him up in a really good spot to take up that third game, Charlie. Puts him in the corner. That's where he wants him.
Lino obviously with a life lead right now, but that can disappear very quickly with Jackie. Ooh, and a great corner combo going here.
Great combo.
27.
With the damage leading away.
Lino. Oh, you're not serious. You are not flippin' serious.
No, not this. Oh.
Okay, so here's the thing.
You tell, Charlie.
Black Kratos is in Zambia.
Oh, wow.
Zambia are renowned for having these unscheduled power cuts, because
True.
throughout that match there was absolutely nothing wrong with the guy's connection. Both
Absolutely.
had a connection of less than 70 milliseconds.
True.
This is here in the chat what's happening with Black Kratos, and I mean that particular match was so difficult to call.
Oof.
Can't play any more power cut. Power cut. He's just confirmed now. He sent me a message, and
Oh, you kidding?
I am not kidding.
Oh, that really sucks.
That is the most anticlimactic end
Oh,
to a Kombat Africa stream.
and it just had to be though, Charlie. It just had to be though, didn't it? It just had to be a power cut. It just had to happen on stream. Oh my goodness! And in grand finals,
Grand
a
finals.
very exciting grand final.
Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. This is Africa. These are things that are outside of control. But guys, I hope we put on a show for you. We put in some extra measures to try to make it as smooth as possible. And,
Sure.
as things stand now, I'm going to have to award that victory to Blindo 3-1. And yeah, unfortunate. Tonight we've had Christian Clay, we've had Ezet Gat, we've had Kung Mao, and now we've had LSG unfortunately succumbing to Africa and connectivity issues. But that's just the way it is.
It's the way it goes.
That's the way it goes. So, guys, as things stand now, due to a DQ, Blindo
Is your champion?
is your Kombat Africa Volume number 25 champion. And you know, I'm sure these guys are going to probably reach out to each other in the very near future and say, guys,
for sure.
let's have a set,
Run back.
let's have a
Yeah.
run back on stream, something, because that was looking to be a tasty match.
It definitely was. It had all the makings for it, Charlie. And I'm so sad to see it go, especially in this fashion and especially in this manner. But congratulations to Blindo, which repping for the PC boys, repping for the admin, repping for Kombat Africa, and well done to him. But I would have loved to see that match play out actually, and it was looking really, really, really good.
Absolutely. But you know, take nothing away from Blindo, although it was an anticlimactic end. He
Yeah.
got a victory over LSG to start off the tournament. He then won or advanced as a result of a DQ on the part of Christian Clay. He then got a very close but a 2-1 victory nonetheless over Big Boy CQ. And yeah, it had to be in grand finals, but unfortunately, that's just how it is. So yeah, he's basically gone through the entire tournament unscathed. He's not lost a single match.
No, no.
Well,
An impressive run.
Blindo, quick question. Are you Sonic Fox in disguise? Anyway.
Let
Guys,
us know,
it's been absolute fun. But before we go, guys, don't forget Kombat Africa Volume number 6 coming to you next week, Monday, not Tuesday. New starting time at 7:30. Remember,
Absolutely.
custom variations, Kombat Pack 2 characters all apply. All you need to do to participate, do not have a Wi-Fi connection, be connected with a LAN cable, and you're good to go. Make sure your internet connection is a NAT2 connection type. If you are DQ'd from the tournament, please guys, do not take it personally. It's just one of those things that we have to make a decision on in the interest of the people viewing the tournament on stream. So if you are DQ'd, unfortunately, that's just how it is. And a DQ is a DQ. You don't get DQ'd down to a lower bracket. You basically get DQ'd from the tournament. If you are interested, look out for the links to week number 4, which will be on challenge. It will be sent out to all the WhatsApp groups. And then as per the new requirement on Kombat Africa as well, anybody who does register for the tournament, an hour before the tournament commences on match day, you will be required to sign into challenge, just to confirm that you have in fact checked into the tournament. And as things stand, the first week that we've implemented this, all 8 participants who have registered have successfully checked in. It's as simple as that, guys.
Yeah.
We've had a much better tournament than what we've had over the last 2 weeks. The Elder Gods were a little bit better. They answered some of our prayers. And I'm sure that Cetrion and the gang will consult next week as well and make sure that Kombat Africa is as smooth as possible. But guys, that is volume 25 of Kombat Africa. It's been absolute fun. King of the North, Lebo, thank you so much. It's been a minute since the two of us have shared a commentary desk.
Absolutely.
It's been fun. It's been fun as always.
I really enjoyed it, and thank you so much for this, Charlie. I really appreciate it. I'm laughing at the comments in the chat at the moment about my busted voice and mic, so it's pretty funny. So it's been an absolute pleasure, Charlie. Thank you for doing this with me. Hopefully we can do this a lot sooner than later again. And I'll make sure this mic is crisp. And again, we're working through some of these issues, Charlie, on the continent, and we're trying to bring the best quality stream that we can. And so far so good, I would say, as we're going through it.
No, absolutely. And guys, just a quick pledge from our side: please do not discredit Africa. What we are doing is being seen around the world. I've got people on Twitter reaching out to me. We've seen some big names in our YouTube comment section already. The likes of Unbearable Skill, the likes of Foxy Grandpa, the likes of Titanium Tigers. We've seen them coming through. And the more and more we keep doing this, the more and more we are going to see these big names. And who's to know, as we said from the very beginning, we might have Africa appearing in a pro competition event in the very near future. We've actually asked about it this time around due to COVID restrictions and connectivity issues. Still not happening yet, but we'll keep pursuing until it eventually happens. Guys, Africa's going nowhere. Kombat Africa is going nowhere. We're here to stay. We're here to entertain. And we thank you for your support.
Thank you guys. You guys are absolutely awesome. And again, Charlie, thank you so much for this, and thank you for your support, guys. And like Charlie mentioned, the eyes of the world are on us at the moment, guys. So again, keep chipping in, keep signing up, keep showing your best. The whole world is watching, and thank you once again for your support as well.
Thanks, guys. Stay safe. Take it easy. See you next week, Monday.